And away we go. It's the last game of the day, our third stream, Hockey Now Network, watching together. I'm Brian Sklover, as you well know. Well, you should know, at least. Just sending out the link here to a couple of the guys who will be joining me here on the stream very shortly. We got Penguins and Canadiens facing off tonight. That game will go at about 8:20 because the last game ran a little long. They're taking some time getting the ice together and making sure that everything is sanitized and wiped down and sterilized and all that other jazz. So we got a couple minutes to talk about things that have already happened today. Although Ron's going to join us in a second, our Caps fan. I don't know that he's going to want to talk about the game today, but I'm sure he's got a lot to say. So my day started off kind of rough. I see you there, Sil. I'll come to you in just a quick second. But my day started off kind of rough. We did 3 games today, the first one being the Canes and Rangers game. By the way, babe, I'm talking to you on the stream with everybody. Definitely helps for me to eat something before I go on a stream. I didn't have time to eat any breakfast this morning, and I was dragging butt, but I just had some dinner. We ran to get some food. I'm very energized. I'm so energized, I have my hat on backwards, and I'm ready for action. I see, Ron, you got your hat on backwards, too. I'll bring you guys up in just a quick second, but I want to recap everything for everyone. First of all, Hockey Now Net, that's the handle for the Facebook and the Twitter and the Instagram. Hockey Now Network on the Twitch channel. I know I've been hitting it real hard about the Twitch channel, but I need that Twitch channel to be part of the focus of the whole thing here. So if you can do that, if you have a Twitch channel and you want to just turn it on and let it stream, in the other room, that's cool too. I'm not saying we need to forge numbers or anything, but anything you can do to help. In the words of my nephew, Andrew,
hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
You already know all about that, and you're probably sick of that drop, but that just means you're going to hear more of it and more of it and more of it. So the Rangers fell flat earlier today. They lose to the Carolina Hurricanes and now are down 2-0 in their series. So they are going to have some tall task. Luckily / unfortunately, tomorrow night is the culmination of their series as of now. They have to win tomorrow night. Game 3 is tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, and I'll be streaming for that. Another quick note. I know we've been doing 3 games a couple of the days. I'm going to just go to 2 games a day. There's no need to go on at noon. I know everybody's working and you can't really jump on the stream, and it's more fun in the afternoon and evening time. So we'll just keep it right there at that. Yeah, Don, there's Don Money on Twitch. Thank you, sir. Face Off got pushed up to 8:20, so we'll stage here for just a little bit. Jake, glad to have you on, man. Jake Ninko used to be with the Solar Bears and then more recently with the Jacksonville Icemen. Also paying attention to the comments there. My wife, Elise, she posted up there the link for the Hockey Now Net link tree, and that's the links for all of the channels. So let me pull some of the guys in here. Ron, are you okay?
There you go. We're here. What's up? I just dropped something. Sorry.
Are you okay?
Am I okay from what? The game?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. God, it's all right.
That's a no. I'm not okay.
Seriously, I mean, honestly, I tell people since 2018, I mean, the Caps got a pass for about 20 years with me. I'm good. I mean, it's all right.
After you see enough, same with me for the Rangers. After you see enough losing, you kind of get used to all of it, and you don't let it bother you anymore. So,
and to be honest with you, like you said, everything's so darn tight now these days. I mean, we're fortunate we won once, so I'm good. So, true story.
Well, I'm gonna pull in my buddy Sil that I haven't seen face to face for a minute. Sylvan.
Hey guys,
how are you?
Doing good.
Good. I see you've got your PK Subban, but that is a Canadian sweater behind you.
Actually, you know what? It's not mine. It's Sam's.
Is it?
Yeah, it used to fit in there, right?
Oh my! Can I play the video that you sent me last night?
Of course. I mean, of course. He's gonna He's gonna join. He's gonna be happy to see it. Come here, buddy.
Is he there?
Yeah, he's not far away from me, so I'll be able to get him in. So you'll see him as well.
All right, let me pull up the tab here from this video. This is looks like it's a smaller rink. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a 3-on-3 rink. So basically, it's small hockey. So he's the one skating right now.
Wow, he's so big, man. He's so big. He moves around the ice so well too.
I want number 4, Bobby Orr.
Wow, that's him right there in the yellow socks, right?
Yeah, actually, it's a small ring, 3-on-3. I mean, no offsides, nothing. It's just to keep them in an actual like shape summertime. With COVID, it's really important that he actually like skate a little. But yeah. He's getting big. Like I told you last time, 15, 6 foot, 180. I mean, getting to be a big boy.
6'6", 180. Ron, you got to keep this in mind here because he's going to be playing for one of our clubs one of these days. You know that?
Hey, we'll take him down here. That sounds like good size there. That's right. I'm down.
That's awesome.
Actually, doctor said that adult size he should be around like 6'5" and around like 230. I mean,
wow.
So it's gonna be a big kid.
Oh my god! Wow. Oh man.
Put him in net. Yeah.
I love seeing the videos though, man. I love seeing it's tough. I've only been able to spend a little bit of time with Sylvan and with Sam also. Right after my pop passed away, we spent some time together up there. But yeah, it was cool to spend some time. And now he's like he's practically a man still.
Yeah, for sure. Still talks fondly about your dad and still talks fondly about Uncle Tony and like that magical day he had. I mean, wow. To this day, I guess it's like top one of whatever he done, like hockey wise. So, I mean, yeah, pretty cool.
That was a cool experience. Still, are you able to turn the volume? Is your TV volume up over there?
No, it's not. Actually,
no.
It's actually.
I sound like I have I could hear some kind of loop back over there. It's all right though. We'll make it work. Disallowed goal 3-1 Stars over Vegas. I got it on my screen here.
Gotcha. Yeah. Period just ended.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot better. I think Sil muted his mic for a second to get that fixed over there.
I think Marshall lost his mouthpiece or something like that behind Bishop. Went down there and messed with him. Ref was laughing. It was pretty funny. Good moment there.
Interesting.
They're having a good time. Round robin games, man. Round robin games. It's all right.
Well, the round robin game that we watched yesterday, both of them we've talked about. They were fairly boring, and then you've had the game today, which was, I mean, it was a very exciting game. Even in the third period, in the playoffs, we're accustomed to seeing a scoreless game or scoreless periods, and still seeing good hockey. And it got fairly exciting. It's just that I think the Lightning are really, 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 really pulling the rope right now as far as the energy level and just all of it. So,
well, I think they have to send a message to the Caps. I mean, I think the reason why you saw that round robin compared to Flyers Bruins is Flyers Bruins don't really have a recent pass in the playoffs. I mean, the fact that the Caps and Tampa played in 2018 and win 7 games,
right?
I think that leads to that. And then also the Caps, had won all 3 games this year in the regular season too, and I mean, the Caps just pound on them. I mean, the Caps are a bigger team, and Tampa's got the skill. And on the blue line, it's really Hedman is the one big boy back there. And
right,
it makes a big difference. I mean, you watch Vegas, Dallas, they have no playoff history. They really don't have a beef with each other. And Bischoff and Marchessault are goofing around at the end of the second period. So I think you have to have that history too. That helps this too, So.
Sure. Well, I mean, Tony said hi. Uncle Tony, he's on. He's watching the stream. I'm glad that you're there, Tony. I want you to come on with me one night and talk about the big guy, the GM at the Sky Rink upstairs. And now they're showing the highlights from the Ranger game. I'd rather not look at that. I'd rather not see that. I am looking forward to this game tonight. Love to see if the Canadiens can come back out and kind of give it to the Pens again, or if Sydney's going to show up and do Sydney things.
They're already showing Sydney there at the start there before they started showing the highlights. So he looked ready to roll. So.
Oh man, I apologize in advance because I have I went to go get some. Is there? So is that? Are you? Is Sam listening? Is someone else listening? Or do you have the feed going up anywhere else over there? I can hear myself.
Yeah, Sam is actually having is grabbing a bite while watching TV and streaming us like right next to us.
Okay, that's all right. You got to throw some headphones. Jennifer, we can't show the game. We're not allowed to stream the games here, but we just kind of watch together. So you pull up the game on your TV if you're able to, and then we will all kind of comment together and enjoy the game together. But at the same time, we'll be talking about the game. If you don't have it available on TV, we'll still have it for you to be able to at least follow. Keep
well, that's
track.
the thing too. Like for Jennifer too, is like make sure you comment throughout the game if you're watching the game.
Yeah,
$0.02, you know, and Vine brings it in. So.
absolutely. Jake, what was this? You took the -1.5 and over 5. Are you guys betting guys? I have to say I'm not a betting guy.
No, not really. I mean, especially hockey. I mean, you never know what the heck's going to happen. I mean, look what's already happened in the game so far. So
yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, for real.
I bet one time on hockey.
Did you?
I placed you'll like this. The one time I bet, I should have bet this year. The one time I bet, I put down $50 for the Caps to win the cup.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in July. A friend of mine was out in Vegas. She brought the ticket home. And we kept it to ourselves. I didn't even tell my wife that I bought the ticket. And I'll be damned if the Caps didn't win the cup and I won $450. So they were 9-1.
Nice. There you go. Congratulations.
I should bet them every year, but I probably lose every year.
My cousin that was on the stream with me earlier today, he put a bet in on the Rangers. At the beginning of the season, he was all excited that they were going to honor the bet. And after tomorrow night, that's probably going to be a non-issue. But
you won't have that problem. There you go. So, if the Rangers can get out to a good start, I mean, they just showed some numbers too, and they're 1 for 11 on the power play. That's not good.
Yeah, that's not. They were kicking, and they were really hitting it hard with the power play during the season.
Yep.
But God, that Kucherov shot was just pick a corner. Glad to see him show up though. And Braden Point still. I mean, I said it during the stream. I don't know if you heard it or not, but he's been the one player of all of the games we've watched so far that is definitely sticks out as wow. He's here. He's ready to go.
I really thought, I mean, minus Kovalchuk dance around and all this stuff. I mean, he had some good plays in the third. I thought, I thought he played better in the third. I thought the Caps were kind of asleep till that Oshie fight, and it's almost like Oshie fought, and the guys were like, "Okay, I guess we'll go now," And I thought the Caps had better energy through the second. I thought it was a really good third period by both teams. So I think it almost ramped up throughout the game. Yeah,
definitely. Talking about the Rangers tomorrow night, they get Brendan Lemieux back from the 2-game suspension, and that might have been some of the pep that they were missing. They definitely
he mixes it up.
He what?
He mixes it up.
He does. He brings some grit out on the ice, and you know what? One gritty player can make the difference because one gritty player can pull out all the grit in the other players if they have it. You don't have to necessarily. You don't have to rely on everybody to be a big tough guy or a big fighter, but if you got one guy that's out there and he's running around and he's causing trouble, it might activate some of the other players to do the same thing. So maybe Brendan Lemieux makes a difference tomorrow night. Jake, we did see the goal from Jansen Harkins earlier today. We mentioned that he's an alumni of the Jacksonville Icemen. I think Don Money passed that tidbit over to me. And speaking of Don, stat brought up during the Golden Knights Stars game, the last time the entire cup was played in Canada was 1925.
Yep. Yeah, I've heard that thrown around a few times on XM, Sirius XM. So.
It's a long time. How are you feeling about the Habs tonight, Sil?
You know what? I believe they need to actually keep their act together. I mean, losing a 2-0 advance the other day could have shoot them in the foot, and been something they've been actually having issues with all year. Whenever they were having they were in advance, they would blow it off somewhere. And I believe that Crosby, Malkin, Letang, and all those guys will actually be kind of on fire to actually just
a little bit better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't like to lose. I mean, whatever you think about Sidney Crosby, I mean, if there's one thing that you can say about him, it's like major game changer. I mean, the guy actually has been like for the last 15 seasons, always making a difference. And I believe that he's going to be the captain like Mario was back in his days. So yeah. So I guess like I say every time, keeping it tight. Don't let Carey do everything alone, and you have a chance on this one.
I'd be impressed if Carey scored a goal, man. He does it all on his own, man. Crap, that'd be awesome.
I was excited just to see, and I got laughed at by. I don't remember if you were laughing at me, Ron, but definitely Rich. But loved seeing Kotkaniemi get the goal. Loved seeing Nick Suzuki, the young players there, because
you just like saying his names.
I do like saying Kotkaniemi, absolutely. But still, we talk about pretty often. I mean, your disdain with the management of the team and everything, and they've had so many good young players come through, and they didn't develop the right way. They didn't pan out the way you hoped that they would. But it's nice to see the young guys getting the goals for the team, and ultimately Petrie got the goal, right? The overtime winner.
Exactly, but it's finally something that they let them play. I mean, if you remember correctly, I mean, we're going to go back to Galchenyuk, for example, who was like number 3 overall, drafted the center, and starts the season being like actually a fourth liner winger. Right. So then you just wonder like exactly how exactly they're gonna do it. I mean, in this case, Suzuki's a center, he's playing center, and that's it. I mean, just like Kotkaniemi is. So yeah, I mean, pretty much if they can start using them and developing them the way they should. Yep. I mean, and looking at it, that Pacioretty trade, like I think Vegas got robbed on this one. I mean, between Tatar and Tatar and Suzuki alone. I know. I mean, even though we're good for 12 years now.
Yeah. Could you imagine if Vegas still had Suzuki?
What's that, Ron?
Could you imagine if Vegas still had Suzuki on their roster?
Wow.
I mean, seriously, you put him in with the roster they have. I mean, it'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that Suzuki or Pacioretty, I would go Suzuki first. I mean, younger. I mean, not the same role, but still, I mean,
yeah.
In that roster, Suzuki would be like,
sure.
Wow.
Well, they played some pretty solid. They helped Carey enough. I mean, they helped him enough to get the win. They allowed Pittsburgh to come back and whatnot. But I saw a lot of Shea Weber, which is good that he wasn't invisible or anything. So we'll see what's going on. I think the teams are in the tunnels now before they went to commercial break. I'm watching the game on NBC Sports Network tonight, so if you want to find it on there, you can do that. I'll give lots of sync points so that you could be timed up with us as far as where we are in the game, so you don't get
show off the sync graphic, man. Get it going, man.
Okay, I'll show you. Yeah, you'll see this sync graphic. There's the word sync, and sometimes I might click it on and off real quick just to catch your attention, so you know that we're getting our times all in line, so that it doesn't ruin anything, and you don't wonder why I'm calling a goal, and you're not seeing it on your television. So
you're like, what the heck happened?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So Peter as in 2, they had Malkin with 8 shots last game, played almost 26 minutes in the last game with the overtime and all that stuff. So he was definitely a horse. And I think I think like you guys were saying too, is I think the Pens don't lose much. They don't lose back-to-back in the playoffs much over the last 3 or 4 years, especially winning the back-to-back cups. And an interesting stat, though, and I think Byrne can correct me how many games it is, but since Oshie fought Letang at the end of game, I want to say it was 4. No, it wasn't 4. Whatever, the game up in Pittsburgh, probably game 4.
Yeah.
Penguins are 0-7 in the playoffs because they got knocked out last year.
Wow, that's interesting.
They're 0-7 in the playoffs with the loss last night to Montreal, or 2 nights ago to Montreal, because they lost game 5 in Washington, game 6. Then they lost all 4 last year, and then they lost. So they're actually on a 7-game skid. Oh, no Jari, man. Where's Rich? He's going to be pissed.
I don't know. I don't know where Rich is. I should see if he wants to jump on with us again tonight.
He's probably on his TV seeing Murray in goal.
Yeah, well, they announced earlier that it would be Murray again tonight. I don't know. I mean, I guess the guy deserves the chance to play, and again, it was an overtime game, and it's not like he let up a horrible goal. That wasn't a horrible goal that he let up. It wasn't
an interesting goal. Yeah, so that's all right.
But let's see, before we get into the game, Don, the 1925 Cup Final saw Victoria Cougars and Canadiens 3-1. Montreal won the NHL by beating St. Patrick's and winning league title. That was the last time that the Stanley Cup playoffs were entirely played in the Great White North.
Are we going? Are you going yet? Or
we're looking at Matt Murray right now. I think we're just about at the face-off here. Are you ahead of me still?
Yeah, and they're actually dropping the face-off like right
Are
now.
you? Yep.
But I mean, I'm
coming in.
5 seconds.
Sydney is in the circle, and I'll let you know puck has hit the ice.
Good, count it down.
And we're good. That's it. 57, 56, 55, 54.
All right, come on, man.
52, 51, 50. All right, we are off and running. Game 2.
You know what, the actual coming back to the Stanley Cup. You know that before actually, like, and even to this day, the Stanley Cup is not property of the NHL. Actually, it was given like they can use it, but originally it was given to the any team that would be the championship in Canada back in the days. But I believe that the NHL doesn't have the right yet on the actual Stanley Cup itself. I think it's still
donated, wasn't it, or loaned or something, or
donated, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but not to the
they used back then.
Just to hockey. It was donated to hockey in general, not just the NHL.
Exactly.
We got Walt and Bernie both will keeping an eye on the other game for us. So as we'll go along here, we'll get right into the action. Of course, please feel free to comment and send in messages. You could send in voice messages. Still waiting on that. Hockey Now Network Facebook page. I've also got a phone. If you don't want to do the video thing, we can pull you up on the phone too. So, yeah, it's been an exciting day thus far.
You see Russ put his stick in the back of the guy's leg. I didn't see who it was from Montreal. He's like kind of like sitting there just jabbing him in the back, like pushing. It's already started.
Let's see here. We're at 55, and the puck's on the ice once again.
Point shot.
Yeah, big point shot there, and a rebound. No.
Over the glass.
I think the Canadian sweaters are the best sweaters in hockey. I'm not afraid to say that. I love it. And especially the whites. I love how beautiful that is. Well, still knows that the Canadians were my dad's second favorite, without a doubt. He loved.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He loved.
You like a lot of red, white, and blue. It looks like.
What's that?
Red, white, and blue, man. Red, white, and blue.
Yeah, really.
My kind of guy.
Red, white, and blue.
Yeah, I remember having those talks with your dad long time.
It feels it's crazy. So it's 5 years next year. So
yeah, 5 years next year. And you know what? The worst part is that if I remember that weekend that I had the chance, like when he turned 65, right? That I had a chance to be with him. It went like a little tad that I couldn't attend. I mean, I had like we had to fight over the fact. Like, I mean, I really needed to get that weekend. I had to fight to get it, right. But I nearly missed it. And I mean, to this day, I'm there. Like, he passed away like February after, right? Yeah. So to this day, I'm there. Like, man, was I able to get, like, man, am I happy that I was able to pull it up? I remember showing up with bagel, coffee, and
I know
all that stuff on his 65th birthday. And
I meant to tell you, Elise was telling me there's a bagel shop down here, or there's a place down here that makes Montreal bagels. So I'm gonna have to go and check that out and see how they are.
Nice.
I pop with them Montreal bagels. I still don't know. I guess they're just like more baked or something on the outside. I don't even know. He was my dad was the Jewish man. He knew the bagels inside, not me.
Yeah, I remember. Like, let's just mention chocolate also with your dad, right?
Oh,
I remember that story.
Chocolate for me. Yeah, really. All right, we got 17:36. 5.
Had a few chances there, so they had a wraparound, and Mary got the pad over the toe over. So they had another one that was just blocked. Had a good shot in the slot that got blocked. So
Max Domi's got it. He forgot he was even on the team for a second. I don't remember seeing him the other night very much.
No, he almost didn't play. At first, he wasn't there. I think he's got type 1 or 2 diabetes, and he wasn't part of the plan there for a while. Got some doctors, they said, and decided to join the team there. So,
well, speaking of players that are I mean, unfit to play, and we're speculating about these guys that are unfit to play, like Igor Shesterkin with the Rangers and some of these other guys. The NHL announced this afternoon that it's had 0 positive COVID-19 test results since the teams have all reported to the bubble. So that's more than 7,000 tests that they've started, and they haven't had a single positive. So that's
knock on wood somewhere. Yeah. Sorry.
What's that?
Knock on wood somewhere, man. Sorry.
Yeah, for real. Well, you know what? It's more proof of why baseball's not working or going to work, and why football's going to have a hard time getting their season going, because you can't go traveling from city to city. Put them in a bubble, let them play, create a 2-month tournament, and just collect your losses and move along. It's not like they're going to lose advertising money on TV. They'll be the most watched sporting events of the year.
Yeah.
With the NFL in the bubble, but
well, you're not going to have any sporting event if they can't get it off the ground. So
yeah, that's true. We got a stoppage here, 16:35. How old is Sam now, Sil? Is he 14, 13?
15.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah,
what's the what level is he playing at? Is he like is it? I always ask you because I love watching him play. I wish I could spend more time with him, and I know I told you the first time we spent time together, I was going to try to learn how to speak French and just to be able to connect with him, but I didn't exactly. We got to drive, and
Gary outweighted him.
Gary keeps him away.
Yeah.
Is he playing well? Is the trajectory going up for him?
Yeah, the trajectory is going up for him. I mean, he's actually playing like school. So basically, there's like 3 different divisions in school. So
there you go.
he played. Okay, so yeah, so he plays like Division 2, which is actually So basically, now he's having a good year. I mean,
oh, Sid,
it is.
Sydney, there he is. You weren't going to keep him away for long.
What a pass off the boards.
Is that Sam Fanton Crosby?
No, that's my youngest son.
Oh, isn't it?
That's Matt.
Is that Matt? Is he a crowd?
Hey, Brian, the hard shot along the ice, man. That thing.
Yep.
Nasty.
That was it. Wow.
But you know what? I mean, for the shot on goals 2-2, not bad. Last time it was 10-1 at this point.
Yeah, so, I know. Yeah. 1-0 Pens here, 15:30 on the clock. Sydney's here. Sydney has arrived.
Shot took a bite out of Crosby on the other end. The ice came down, was late into the play, and paid off.
Penguins definitely look like they got their energy tonight.
I like that. They come back, got a little energy out there. Nice hit. Montreal's trying to get it back. Such a gentleman, man. Patrick Marleau, man, such a gentleman. Doesn't hack anybody, just stops. Doesn't say the goalie.
Yeah.
Well, that's experience. I mean, the guy's been around for ages, right? So
right.
He can still play.
he doesn't need to prove anything to anybody. Yeah, that was a great pass from Gensel.
What a pass by Gensel.
Right on the tape. Right on the
tape. But then again, Mario needs the Stanley Cup now after being like, unfortunately, with San Jose for all those years.
All those years and nothing to show for it.
I just think the East is so tight, though, man. I was like, whoever comes out of the qualifier zone, it's just such a. I mean, from 1 to 8, it's gonna be tight. So.
And if you don't win, you go into the Lafreniere sweepstakes.
Laffy, yeah.
Was that you that was telling me still? You think he'll be a Montreal scorer?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I mean, if you look at it, and that's only a theory. I mean, and I'm not the one that made it up. I mean, it's something that Montreal journalists are putting in all the time, is that basically due to the fact that, Montreal was supposed to have the draft this year, and due to the fact that basically they're the last team that's being like, in the top, in the original 6, they're really the last one that needs to actually have like some real firepower or an actual like kind of like, like a francophone player.
Yeah.
That basically they're aligning for that. But then again, I mean, looking at the draft or the way it was made or the way it was decided by the NHL, how ridiculous it is to have like Pittsburgh losing to Montreal and then having 12.5% chances of getting the first draft pick.
Right?
I mean, it doesn't make sense. I mean,
It doesn't make any sense.
Like the normal process, if this was a normal season, it's fine. It's the rules and all that. But especially this year, and you got like teams sitting at home, not playing, that need that boost. I mean, I thought it was kind of weird that they might have just altered it. And the dumb luck of it, too. I mean, it's like –
Yeah, because there was no given that one of the placeholder teams would win the lottery, but it was one of those placeholders because those placeholders could have just as easily been a non-issue.
Yeah.
And Detroit could have ended up getting the number 1 pick. Now they don't even get the number 2. I think the Kings got the number 2 pick.
I think they did. Yeah. Bernie was telling me that the draft is on the 10th. The reveal or whatever they're doing. So
the reveal. So that's going to be the day between the playoffs. So
yeah. Bernie said the 10th. So and he can pop up here and correct me if I'm wrong.
I know how to say goal in French. I know le but. I know exactly what that is, Walt. But I appreciate the French lesson.
And you guys were talking. Of course, we had Bill drop in with his Mike Lang. So
Slap me silly Sydney with a squid, whatever it is.
There you go. It's Pittsburgh versus all of Canada there by Bill's emoji.
Oh wait, yeah, that's just Canada. Oh my
God. The Canadian flag. There you go, or Canadian. There you go, Canadians. There you go.
I love all you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. By the way, on Hockey Now Network, we're just watching together. We're we can't get to our favorite spot. We can all go to each other's house and just sit around and watch. And granted, Ron and Sil and myself couldn't go to each other's houses anyway because Ron is in the Washington D.C. area, Sylvain's in Montreal. So we're it's impossible for us to connect anyway. But in this new world, it's cool to just throw our cameras on and try our best to sync our games up and just watch together. And I appreciate everybody that's watching on the Twitch channel and the YouTube Live and the Facebook Live. Wherever you're watching right now, please make sure to remember.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
I feel like that's
follow on Twitch.
It's such a perfect instance that I got that. I feel like I have to use it as much as I can because it was one of those unexpected things when he started rattling that out.
Well, you're paying $0.25 a pop, so you better rattle it out, I guess, right?
Up to $10. I think he's already got his Fortnite Battle Pass. I think he's already
won it. Yeah.
Already got his Fortnite Battle Pass.
Well, you're talking about locations, all this stuff. It's nice that you be able to share your tropical weather with us up here. It's great. So this thing looks like it's bearing right on down for us up here in DC. It's crazy.
It was much ado about nothing down here. It was.
You guys are sharing.
What's that? Yeah, we are. Well, it stayed off the coast of Florida. It never actually made it onto. It looks like we have Pittsburgh power play here. I think that was Kokaniemi gets a penalty. Any chance I get to play Andrew's drop and say Kokaniemi, I'm going to do it. Ooh, was that a bar down?
No, I thought Price did. I think he got it.
Who did he? It looked like
I'm looking at the replay right now.
Yeah, we're ready to. Yeah, we're seeing it now too.
Yeah, I think you got it.
You just collect it? Yeah, probably.
Add on it there. Yeah, there it is.
Well, I know what we got. Oh, go ahead.
And poor Hornquist, man. I don't like the guy, but I mean, it's like one of those guys you like to have on your team. But I mean, yeah, at that time he actually didn't do anything and got like mauled. It was great.
Yeah. 1:55 here. Puck's on the ice again. Penguins have the power play. They'll work it around. Canadians will get it out of the zone. Oh man. Where are we at? 3-1 Dallas Vegas still. And it's 15:35 left in the third period there.
I'm so bummed the Caps had to let go Chandler Stevenson. He was one of my favorite players on the team, and he just brought energy. He could play on any line, had a lot of speed, and penalty killed and all that stuff, and it was a salary cap move. I mean, God, we couldn't get a backup goalie on the roster with how tight we were on the salary cap, and then we had to send him out to Vegas for like peanuts.
Oh, Gio.
Just shot it wide.
Yeah. Oh, that was close.
Price is holding him in the game again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
No, that was a nice little block.
Oh, man, there's so many in front of him. Oh, he got that with the back leg.
What a save.
Through the zone. Wow.
Well, somebody got a big block in there. I don't know if it hit a Penguin or a Canadian. So there was one on the other side, and then he came across. And he had that big right leg save.
I don't know. Somewhere in that sequence, though, I saw Carey's back leg catch a puck.
Yep. Oh yeah. No, I think he caught like 2 pucks at least.
Yeah.
He was floundering around there. I don't even think he had a stick on that last save, the one you're talking about. Oh no! Oh, hang on. Yeah.
35.
Oh.
That forecheck. Oh.
Is it Gallagher for now? I thought it was
41 play there. Hey, what happened on the Caps? What happened to the kid that was the Australian kid? I forget his name.
Oh, Nathan Walker. He actually I think he got let go, and he wound up on our franchise. And I think he wound up. I think he's back. Burn will tell you. Right.
Someone I saw a meme somewhere about the percentage of players in the NHL, and at the very bottom of the list. It might have been somebody that was on the stream that shared this with me, but like on the bottom of the list, there's like 0% players from Netherlands and 0% players from Australia. And then someone was like, why do they even list those countries to begin with? And I'm like, wait a minute. The Caps had a kid from Australia.
Dude, his first game, he scored opening night. He scored a goal, and it was awesome. And everybody had like Australian like kangaroo freaking posters for warm-ups. It was pretty cool, and he scored a goal in the game.
The power play has expired. Yeah. Montreal kills that off. Well, Carey Price has killed it off with the help of the rest of the team. But
here he's got
Max Domian on the rush, but he can't.
Got it wide. See again.
Lots of wide shots here in the first couple games.
Oh, you see it all the time, man. It's just, I mean, these guys are so pinpoint with their shots, looking for the corners.
It's out in front. Another save.
Look at that, man. That's some serious reflexes, man.
All-world goaltender.
Nice save by Murray on the Ireland, right? There you go. Big tester.
Wow. Got to get some pen glove in here.
Got it. Almost lost the puck there. God.
Yeah. 10 minutes left here.
Yeah, they weathered the storm there. They killed off the penalty, so we'll see if Mike can get a little pushback here.
Yep. Let's get a sync here. We got 9, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 9:40 on the clock. We are synced up.
Yeah, I'm about 15 seconds. 15 seconds ahead of you guys right now.
It's good. Yeah, it's Canada's game. That's why. So you're gonna get it before we are.
If he's jumping up and down, you know why. All right.
You know what? I actually nearly jumped up and down when Crosby scored because I actually I was happy for him to score. Right? I like him, and then I was there like, okay, keep calm, don't say anything. They're gonna know in 15 seconds.
Oh, boy. Look at that. That's a team player right there.
That's why Max was so prepared to chant his name. It looks like there's a penalty coming on the Penguins here.
I'm telling you, Price is going to lead the breakout. See, here it comes.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was skating to the bench anyway to come off for the extra skater.
You like that little stick handle, little back crossover, coming back up, made a nice little pass. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's like, I better go down there and score one. Crap. Oh, hang on.
Oh, no. That'll be it.
Shows that Theodore already did, so I mean, why not him, right?
Yeah, look at that hook. I mean, honestly, that could have been a good chance right there if you don't hook your hands. So.
For sure. Let's take a look for everyone that doesn't know what happened earlier today. The Carolina Hurricanes beat the Rangers 4-1, and they have a 2-game lead in the best-of-5 series. They can wrap that up tomorrow night in Toronto. The Rangers will be the home team tomorrow night, but that really doesn't mean very much. I don't have very high expectations as a fan of the Rangers, but if we're lucky, we'll get a good hockey game out of that. That's 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Winnipeg 3, Flames 2 earlier today. They're 1-1 in their series. Then we watched the Bolts Tampa Bay Lightning win in the shootout over the Caps. Final 4-3. NHL lists that as final with 2 OTs. I guess the overtime and then the shootout, but I don't know why they wouldn't call that a shootout victory. But nonetheless, 3-1 over in Edmonton, the Stars and Golden Knights. There's about 13 minutes, 15 seconds left in that game. Oh, man. I had to catch my breath. It's been a long day. Lots of hockey. I think I mentioned, I want to mention one more time, though. We're just going to do 2 games a day. I'm not going to do the noontime game. I'll watch the Islanders tomorrow with my wife at noon, and then we'll jump on at 4 o'clock for Leafs and Blue Jackets, and then tomorrow night, see if the New York Rangers can hold on. That'll be interesting because, well, no, I guess it won't be interesting. If the Rangers lose tomorrow, then that means there will be 5 games on Thursday and 5 games on Saturday because you won't have the Rangers and Canes playing there. We got a hooking penalty going towards the Penguins. Habs on the power play.
I mean, crap, the Caps don't even know that. I mean, the Caps' next 2 games are to be determined on time. They don't even have a time yet. So
I think they're waiting to see how many of the series are going to go beyond 3 before they
agree. Yeah.
Times. I mean, they're going to have to make a move after. Well, no, they're good through Wednesday, so
I think they'll shave the 12 o'clock games off if they can. So
I would imagine that too.
Yeah.
I would imagine the early game, either the 12 or the 2.
Well, the weekday ones at least. Like you said, Saturday you can still run a 12 or a 2. It's not a big deal. So
yeah, they have. Actually, they might even start maybe spread the games out a little bit, like do 2 and 8 instead of 12, 4 and 8, just to give a little bit of extra cushion there, a little time for the ice to repair and
because the Caps in Tampa went extra. I mean, on the Caps local, like Craig Laughlin, ex-Canadian and ex-Cap, he was saying that he would like to see maybe like a second session of 3-on-3, or maybe they play 10 minutes of 3-on-3 in the future. Right. I'm like sitting there, I was like, but the problem is they've got to sanitize everything, the benches, they've got to let the ice set up. I'm like, here it's probably not the best idea, but
yeah. And they are swapping out the board graphics. They're not just
that's what I thought. Okay, I'm not losing it. That's digital.
Good. No. Well, I mean, it's expected. They were. I'll say this much. When I worked got another penalty coming here.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, Armio.
Yeah.
So that'll be 4-on-4 now for 48.
4-on-4.
When I worked the Lightning games, they have a crew that they went out and swapped out. When you look at the NHL, rink, the board advertisements always look pristine and perfect. And when you go to like a lower league game where the staffing is not as prominent and the money's not as prominent, and you're looking at dasher boards that have clearly been marked up over the course of 36 games, they have an ice crew in Tampa, a part of their ice crew that rips those dasher boards off, and they can swap them out in, 3 minutes per dasher board. Really, it doesn't take that long to swap.
NASCAR pit stop, man. There you go.
Yeah. So we got 7:25 on the clock, 48 seconds of 4-on-4. Puck is on the ice now, and the Penguins have control. And we get it right in there on Carey, but he's able to hold on. Freeze the puck again.
You got Rosie saying you got a watcher there, Brian. You got Spenny watching you. Okay.
Oh, my nephew's watching.
He's screaming at you, man. He's
nice. Yep, that's my little. That's my sister and my little nephew, who is future hockey player. He doesn't know it yet, but we're gonna get. He's got some strong legs. We're gonna get those feet and some hockey skates as soon as we can.
It sounds like he's fired to see you on there. So there you go. Good job. There you go. Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, here you go. Right in the breast out here.
He moved in.
Took the day. He was so tight on me. Freaking ran right. I don't even know if he freaking meant to there. God. Normally they mean to, but.
Let's see. John sent me a link about.
His stick went through the freaking net. That's why he got stuck on it.
Through the
net. The stick went through like a hole.
Oh, there's been more of those instances happening the last couple of years. What has changed about the nets that have made them less? What are they looking at?
Are they talking about a penalty or something? I'm like, dude. Literally, it looked like he was behind the net. Then you watch the replay. He had no intention of taking the net off. He was behind the net.
Okay, so we got an answer about why Tuukka Rask didn't play for the Bruins yesterday. Thanks, Don, for sending this link over. But also,
we got a goal in Vegas, by the way. Yeah.
Yep, Vegas got another goal here, so it's 3-2 with in Edmonton. It's so weird to say it's 3-2 Vegas over Dallas in Edmonton. You have to give 3 different cities. This is the headline right from NHL. I'll just share the screen with you. You can read it for yourself. We can read along together. But Tuukka Rask practices with the Bruins after quarantine. He could play against the Lightning. He had a cough, so as a precaution, he had to sit out. But as we learned today, there are no COVID-19 positive tests in the bubble, so that cough was just a run-of-the-mill cough. Those of us who have a little bit of a chronic cough know exactly what it's been like for the last 5 months to not be looked at like we're carrying a disease or anything.
Allergies, man. There you go.
That's it, dude. Allergies and Saharan. You guys don't have to deal with it where you are.
Oh, the dust.
Sahara dust coming at us, dude. I'll tell you what. When the first dust plume came, my wife and I were for days, dry throat, scratchy the whole night. We both thought we had. We both thought we had the virus because we were just sniffly and coffee like that. But it was all that freaking dust. But let's see what Tuukka said. I think they just want to be cautious if there's any symptoms.
Oh, wait, we got a penalty. What they called holding. They called Doolin for holding. They said no goal in the play. I guess they were looking to see if the puck popped underneath the foot or something like that, I guess.
Yeah.
It's funny, though, because they're showing the replays, and it doesn't seem like the guy didn't do
Doolin hooked him. He went to shoot the puck, and Doolin hooked him.
Yeah, hooked him on the, right on his thigh. Yeah, I saw that. This now. We got 6:52 on the clock here. We're winding down. 49, 48, 47, 46, 45.
What?
And the 4-on-3 is about expired. It'll be another 4-on-4 now for 1 minute and 12 seconds.
Man, the Penguins are just so aggressive on the puck. It's not even funny.
They really are.
Montreal can barely actually touch the puck without having a pen spray on them. It's just, wow.
We've got some more spam in our comments. I'm not gonna.
I'm looking at him what is going on, Brian?
I appreciate your Moise. I appreciate you stopping by, but we're gonna stay away from the medical herbal treatments.
That's really good news that he's cured that. We're all really happy.
Good job, man. Congratulations. And thank you for sharing that.
We have it all here. We have it all here. Sahara Standa Nuiz. There you go.
Yeah. I don't I hope we didn't chase Rich away the other night. Maybe he thinks we're some bad luck. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to come on. I'm surprised. We got lots of Penguins fan friends here, so but we still got lots of time here. 6 minutes left in the game.
12-5 in shots. Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they definitely came out with a fire tonight.
Well, hey, it was 18-6 the other night, so it's they got to get 6-1, and they'll be equal to that.
Thanks, Jay, for offering that advice. Jay, let's talk about your buddy Mark Stahl today. Woo!
Money. Good, Walter.
What's that?
Burns talking about breakfast foods. There you go. Good job, Burns. It's gone out of control, man.
I've never eaten spam in my life. Never.
It's been a long time for me.
Really? I don't even know how you would eat it.
I think it got cooked up, man. It wasn't too bad fried up, I think. So. I don't think you're taking it out of the can. Trust me.
No.
I didn't have time in years, actually.
Yeah, I'm with the vein. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm having like a breakfast meat or something like that, I'm gonna have ham or some diced ham or something like that.
Yeah. Only spend my life with scrambled eggs. Got another penalty coming here, huh?
Waste the money.
What was the play?
A little hack there by Tatar, and then a little hook in the middle, maybe. Oh, he started grabbing him early, Tatar.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 2 or 3 things you might have if you want to get ticky-tack. Look at Crosby, man. It's ridiculous. Fight guys off, skate the stick, fighting guys off.
I called it at the beginning, and it was really hard for me to do. I told my wife that I wasn't going to share with anyone, but I definitely thought that Sydney could be
Nate Schmidt. Sorry.
The one to do it.
3-3 Vegas.
What?
Stahl is a waste of money.
Stahl's a waste of money. No, I know that. Jay is not a fan. I was telling you the other day, Jay, the first day I met Jay, we connected about the Rangers at Hangout Festival, and like one of the first, is it Too Many Men on the Ice?
Right, and your buddy's serving it.
Kokaniemi?
Attaboy. There you go.
Let's I'm gonna put the game center up for the other game.
You need a graphic for your buddy's name there, man. When you get to say it, it should like pop up on the screen.
Kokaniemi. Yeah, but you know what'll happen is I'll get a graphic made for it, and then they'll end up going out, and I'll have no use for it anymore.
There's always next year, Brian. There's always keep positive. Come on.
True story. I'm gonna keep the game center on up here for the other game, so we can keep an eye on that while
7:05 left.
Yep.
Stevenson had a goal tonight. See, I missed that guy.
Yeah. Yep.
Still wearing his Caps jersey. There you go.
Habs are trying to collect it, move it back up the ice, and they send it all the way down. About a minute left in the power play for the Penguins here. 1-0 Pens. Coming up on 4 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're at 4 minutes here.
Walking into Gensel. Gensel back to the point. A little pressure.
Yep.
The middle, and we're going to clear it here, folks.
And that's McCann there. I really like McCann. He played I enjoyed watching him. I enjoyed his game when he was with the Panthers. Gritty young kid, played well. And as what happens with the Panthers, they trade him away for nothing. That's another mess of an organization.
I remember the Islanders doing that pretty much all the time, right? Now they're getting their shit straight. But yeah, I mean, back at some point, they would trade anything that had talent for
right.
Nothing.
Yeah, but that Chara guy turned out pretty good, right?
Yeah, that Chara guy.
Exactly.
There was a guy.
That Longo guy.
What's his name? Longo, Roberto
Longo, yeah.
Luongo.
Exactly.
That ended up being a pretty good thing, but no, they didn't need Roberto.
No, they signed DiPietro for 15 years, and he destroyed his knee the year after.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly what I was going to say. They made out just fine paying Rick DiPietro to be on the radio.
43 Vegas.
And then I think also the Islanders let that guy John Tavares go.
Yep. Sick play by William Carrier. 4-3 Vegas.
Oh, 4-3 Vegas.
Walter and Bernie, man. We had Sylvain. We had all kinds of updates, man. Sylvain had it.
I'll tell you what. I went to that rink last year in the summertime. We went out to Vegas for a concert, and part of the deal was we went with one of our friends. So
penalty over.
Me, so my wife and our friend, the two of them went to some Vanderbilt bar or something like that, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll drive you guys over there, but I need like an hour of alone time today, which is a scary thing to say in Vegas. God only knows what I could get into. But all I wanted to do
10 hours later.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, wow, we got all hell breaking loose.
Wow. What's happening here?
It went to Vegas. That was what happens in an hour right there.
Gallagher right in the middle of it. Is that who else? That's not Dolan.
That's Crosby. He's just actually like put his stick in Crosby's face. So
Tatar over there, Tatar roughing it up.
Let's see what happens here.
Ooh.
Oh, he got it right up in his hand, made Sid punch himself. Yeah, that's not gonna fly.
He slapped himself silly, right? Isn't that what Bill said earlier?
Well, what I ended up doing when I was in Vegas with my hour of time, I walked over to T-Mobile Arena and went in the team shop and.
We got a challenge. Sorry.
Yeah. It was Billy?
Yeah.
Walt was saying it was a must-watch replay.
Burns saying, did he take the stick out of Bishop's hand is the question.
We'll watch that. Keep an eye on that. But yeah, pretty impressive in Vegas, the vibe that they built around the hockey out there. And the stadium that they're building for the Raiders it's a spaceship. It's beautiful.
It looks wild, man. It looks crazy. Yeah. I mean, they got the new Raiders stadium in Vegas, and then you got the new LA Rams stadium. It looks like a freaking
really.
Ship.
Oh, the goal got waved off. Peter DeBoer is challenging.
So he couldn't keep his stick. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Nash, thanks for listening. I'm glad that you're there, man. Nash and my nephew Spenny, they're the future 1-2 punch for the New York Rangers. Although at this point, I wouldn't wish that on anybody or anybody's kid. Sam, I would have loved to seen Sam play in New York and for the Rangers and wear the sweater, but I wouldn't wish that on him or anybody right now.
Oh, so now we got a Vegas challenge. That's what Vern's saying. The goal got waved off by the refs, and you got the Vegas challenge. Gotcha.
Right.
I see DeBoer. I'm like, what happened to Gallant, man? I was like, oh, that's right. It was so long ago. It's like, crap.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? I wouldn't wish for Sam to play in Montreal or anything like that. Also, so I mean, we're kind of on the same page.
Maybe the Seattle Kraken. Maybe that's the way they go. Or hey, I'm trying to get you down here to Florida for the longest time, so there's always the Panthers and the Lightning.
You know what? I'll actually, if ever I have a chance to come to Florida, I mean, I'll actually have Sam hockey gear in the car. We'll try to get him at a rink and just have fun.
Let's do it.
Walt's saying it should be waved off.
Not waved off yet, but should be. See what Jay was saying? Stahl will be gone by the sea. He just hates him. But it's too.
He really likes him.
He definitely is not a Stahl fan. But to be fair, every time over the course, I met Jay in May of 2014, so 6 years now. Any time that Mark Stahl has done anything remotely good, before I can even pick up the phone to give Jay crap, Stahl's already done something bad, and I just can't do it.
You need him on speed dial, man. It's all right.
Yeah. I loved having you guys down. I had a good time at that game, Jay. That was a real.
Oh, we got a goal.
We got another goal. Is it? Wait, a goal where? There or here?
He overturned it, right, Walt?
Oh, they returned the goal. Right.
All hell's breaking loose. We've had goal, no goal, goal, no goal, no. I mean, God, we don't know what's good. There's a lot going on. Even his brother hates him so much. No, they just fell into each other. It's okay.
Is that another?
Who knows? It's probably just. Is it the Carrier goal or is it the goal? Yeah, what's that little red goal?
Carrier. How do you say his name?
Would be Carrier. I mean, if it was in French, but
yeah, that's what I would assume. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they just allowed that goal.
Wow. Is there a replay of it? No replay yet. When the replay comes through, hopefully it'll be by the intermission, and we'll pull it up here.
Well, it's
allowed the goal. That's what happened.
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited to see what transpired there for sure. Under a minute left here in the first period. Penguins and Canadiens. Penguins leading 1-0, as you see on your screen at home. Just if you're tuning in and wondering how this all works, we're watching on our TVs. I can't stream the game to you. We're not allowed to because we don't have the rights to it, obviously. But you can tune in on your TV at home, and then we try to sync up our game so that it's like we're all watching together and not throwing spoiler alerts out there at anybody. So. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
I'll tell you what, guys. I might not even take a break here in the intermission. I might switch over to the other game.
Yeah.
If it's as good as it looks.
Well, it sounds like it's good if you're a Vegas fan. Sounds like 3 goals in a row by Vegas. I mean, sounds like Dallas is calling it a day. Maybe I don't know.
Well, Vegas got the first one, and then the Stars got 3 in the second.
I've got 1-0 at the end of 1.
Yep, we're at the end of that first period here, and it is 1-0 Penguins. Still early though. Still early. Last game the
14 shots. I said 14-7 on the shots. So basically, it's kind of like they're just starting like the other day. I mean, they're pounding Carey Price from all angles.
Yeah, really.
The other day, I think it was like 18-6 in the first or something like that, or 17-6, something like that. So it's pretty much the same.
See, they're gonna. Where's that other game? Is that other game on NHL Net? Probably.
They flipped it over there because it was originally on NBC down here in the States, and then it went over to there it is. Yep, Dallas Stars one night.
It's on NHL Network.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, 4-3. I got 3:06 left.
All right, let's see.
Vegas is coming again.
Put this on. Come on, Sling. Let's go. I'm at 3:05, 4, 3, 2.
about 244.
Oh, okay.
So
That's all right. We don't need to sync this one up. We
this
can.
game doesn't count. No, it counts, but so.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shea Theodore moves the puck out. Kicked in there by Riley Smith and jumps over the stick of a Stars defender.
I was about to say, no, that didn't happen. That's all right.
There's no bad ice.
It's all right. I can see in the future.
That's crazy, Bernie. 7 goals in this game all happened on the same end of the ice.
Must be good ice down there.
Must be great ice. Just it's over on that end of the rink, just not anywhere else. I'm at coming up on 2 minutes here.
You got the whole family over here, man. People are hugging people and all that stuff. There's all kinds of good stuff going on the feed there.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's crazy. All 7 goals on one end. That's a popular net.
Yeah, for real. It's right there on that end where Bishop's getting ready to come off the ice. Let's see what happens. Vegas has possession of the puck, though. You're not going to be able to get the goalie out when that happens.
Oh my God, is there anybody back there? God, the D weren't even anywhere near. Huh.
Vegas didn't switch goalie, did they? Did they keep Leonard in through the game?
I would think so. Let's see. They're getting down here.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got that white mask.
Yeah, I love that guy. I'm a big fan.
Oh, nice save.
Another guy that was too good for the New York Islanders.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Well, I mean, but with that, like I said, obviously that's not the same story. I mean, you had Varley and you had Leonard. And Varley's been always. I wish we had kept Varley here. Ooh. You'll see why.
Oh, well, I'm still a couple seconds behind, and it's frantic.
I know. I won't say what it's getting exciting.
Yeah, I see that. So Seguin puts the puck up back behind the net, looking for Jamie Benn. There's Ben, and a shot. Oh!
You saw what I was
through the slot.
Yeah.
30 seconds left. Oh my!
Everybody count to 15 before you tell Brian what happened. It's okay.
Wow. Well, if my if the time, oh, there you go.
See, there you go. It's about 14. All right.
Vegas lights.
I'm actually streaming the game from Fox Sports right now. Yeah,
Fox Sports is doing wow. Okay.
Fox Sports Live.
Wow.
We had Brian. You got to try to find that replay of that fourth goal.
Yeah, I do. Let me see if it's up there. If it's not up there, let me see if it is. Either way, I think I'm going to stretch the legs for a couple seconds here.
Hey, Bernard Walt, when was that first goal? When was that? I mean, how many goals was that in the last how many minutes? I mean, it had to be like the last, 10 minutes? They scored 4 goals?
I'll tell you right. I can tell you. Let's see. I know I can tell you. But something here.
Oh, nice.
If I can get the thing to start. No, maybe not. I don't have the box score. It won't give me the box score. It's not loading. Probably overloading my internet over here. If you're looking at NBC Sports, they're showing the highlights of the game. It looks like they're about to show the highlights of that goal right now.
Yeah, I'm going to pop back here.
All right. I mean, I've seen lesser things get called for goalie interference.
Oh, I missed it. Yeah, that's why I'm ahead of you.
I've seen lesser things happen. I got the score here. In the last minute, yeah. So Vegas got one at 9:46, and then 11:15. So that's about a minute and a half apart, and then
Bernie's saying 3 goals in 5:01.
Yep, yeah, that's what it was.
Wow.
All right, let's take a breather here for a couple seconds and get some leg stretch before we get into the second period, Penguins and Canadiens. So I'm going to clear the feed out, and we'll take a little bit of a break, guys. You can keep your cams on if you want in the virtual studio, and we'll come back to it as soon as the period returns. Make sure you give us some likes. Want your likes, comments, etc., subscriptions, all those things. We'd appreciate to see those. I'll pull up the stats to this game we're watching right now, just to have something on the screen for you. We'll jump back in here in just a few moments. Let's see if I can get that. Yep, there we go. All right. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Talking Now Network. Looks like we're about ready to get back to Toronto. Game 2 of the 5-game series between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Montreal Canadiens. Penguins lead 1-0. Sidney Crosby gets the goal. But it's still early. We know that. The Canadiens had a 2-0 lead the other night before Pittsburgh put 2 goals back up and leveled the game and then went into overtime where the Canadiens ended up winning the game. But nonetheless, we're about ready to drop the puck back here. All right, let me get rid of the music and let me get my little riser going here. Let's see what we can do. See if I can time this out the right way. And we're off. 1956 on the clock. Sylvan and Ron are both here in the studio. I think they're getting themselves back together. I'll bring them back in here on the feed. In the meantime, I can show you my beautiful face. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining in once again for Hockey Now Networks watching together. No matter where you are across the country, we're just trying to watch some pucks together with our friends, with our hockey friends and family, so to say. Hockey Now Net, that's the handle for the Facebook and the Instagram and the Twitter. Hockey Now Network on Twitch. That is that's the username over there. Would love some follows and likes and things over there on any of our channels, really, if you can. Sil, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, man. It's been way too long. We've tried, but this seems to be the best way right now for us to get together.
Of course, and you know what? I'm happy that I'm able to. I mean, you know what? Like knowing me, being me. I mean, being on camera right here on a live feed. Wow, yeah. Already. So yeah. So thanks a lot for giving me a chance, and yeah. So
no problem. I really, if you, you and my dad became friends, and then we met with, we met through him. So I know that if anyone who means something to my pop definitely means something to me. And, it's just nice.
You know what? I always said one thing. I mean, social media. I mean, even though sometimes can be something that's used in a bad way, mm-hmm. On the other hand, can be used in a great way. I mean, if you look at it, geographics and demographics would have made that me and your pop had no chance to meet.
No chance.
And basically, one day over a talk on a hockey page, well, then he just told me, buddy, you know what? Let's go in private because we're kind of like putting messages all over the place.
Right.
And that's how it started. And then the rest is history. I mean,
he enjoyed his time with you. I know that. I mean, he really loved being with you and with Sam. Yeah.
You know what? I'll tell you one thing. Even though like Sam and your pop didn't speak the same language at all. I mean, of course, Sam wouldn't actually understand, or I think the love of the game, or just the actual way they were look at each other. There was like that understanding that basically only guys that are like in the middle of it are. I mean, you lived it live, being a kid. But I mean, your dad like through his NHL experience, and my son being on the ice,
right?
It's kind of like it's a special connection. Yeah. And then you have Uncle Tony that popped in the middle. So yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it really is. I mean, I'm definitely biased when it comes to hockey, but I think that's a lot of what we were saying. We were talking before just about how the sport is so such open arms. We were talking about it last night with Jeff Ning, my buddy that runs the hockey tournaments and everything. But there's just so much, the game doesn't really change. The speed changes and everything, but the game and the culture and the sportsmanship, it doesn't really change from when you're young and through youth hockey and then into college or juniors, and then if you're able to get drafted and play professional hockey on any level. There is a level of understanding that you have about the game, and you either learn it when you're a kid and keep it, or you never learn it. It's not like something that grows over time. So like that the looks that we give each other when there's a close play and you're just kind of like looking at each other side-eyed. That's really all it takes, and we know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you mean. I saw that too, and besides that, over the years, my pop communicated with all those Canadians and all the French-speaking people that he came into contact with. And I like to think that even though he didn't know how to speak the language, he definitely understood the language. He definitely, and he knew all those curse words. That's for sure. And he loved to use them.
Oh yeah, for sure. He actually cursed. He cursed on me in French for that box of chocolates. So I mean, yeah.
Oh my God, those French Canadian curses got me in more trouble when I was a kid than anything else. I wasn't a bad kid, but I was the class clown, and I wasn't afraid to say anything to anybody, really, especially my teachers. But I would never curse at them in English. But I would drop the Italian curses and the French curses, and it was all good until I had an Italian teacher, and she knew exactly what I was saying. I'm not going to repeat these words on the stream, but she knew exactly what I said, and she gave me that look of, what do you think you're talking about here? But the play's back happening now. We're in the second period, 17 minutes on the dot, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55. I want to keep getting you synced up here. 53, 52. I'm a little behind. 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45. Just want to make sure I use my sync button. Ron is, I know Ron is looking in and making sure that I have my sync buttons going.
Hey, Ron.
Making sure making sure I'm using my graphics that Danny worked so hard on.
It would be travesty to Danny if you didn't use them. I mean,
yeah, I know. Well, Danny Genzier, who is not the biggest hockey guy, even though we met. Even though we met in actually we met in radio here in Orlando, and then he worked for the Solar Bears and for the Orlando Magic, and then Jacksonville Icemen as well. And we've just been friends for a very long time, and we've always been on the same wavelength, creative. And I told him this. I haven't told anybody else. I haven't really had the chance, but this idea, I've had this idea for a long time. And then when I was furloughed by iHeart for the 90 days, like many other people were, up in back in April, and the furlough was supposed to lift in July. I mean, listen, I understand the way the world goes. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm not frustrated. It's just, I can't sit around and just wait. I can't wait to go back if I can go back, but I'm not going to just sit dormant and do nothing. So when I got that second 90 days, I was like, I love live streaming. Hockey's coming back. I want to watch with my friends and share my knowledge and hear some knowledge with people. And that's where the idea came from. When I shared it with Danny, his excitement definitely charged me up. I've shared a lot of really bad ideas with Danny that he kind of gave me that, oh yeah, great. Let me know how that works out. But with this one, is that Tatar came in there?
Yeah.
Yep. But we spent
Murray, yeah.
We spent a lot of sessions together, creative sessions, putting together the different elements that we're using, and that's my 15 or 20 seconds, maybe actually about 2 or 3 minutes of praise for Danny Genzier, who I owe a lot to having this stream running right now. But I also
Captain Graphics. There you go.
Yeah, Captain Graphics. Ooh, scrum.
Again.
A little pop. Malcolm, did Malcolm try to step on the dude's hand? Holy crap! Rust went crazy.
Yeah, Rust and is that Dan?
Popped or something like that. He just now he's facing him up.
Wow.
What happened, dude? Did Malcolm try to step on dude's hand on like the near curve?
Well, Dana went in with the puck and then
watch on the near side.
It looks like he kicked his hand. It doesn't look like he stepped on.
He kicked the hand. I was like, "What is he doing?" I was like, "Dude, don't pick up your skate."
Yeah,
he definitely kicked his hand, and I'm like, "God, come on, don't be stupid."
Here it goes. Oh, if 12 would have been able to keep that puck closer, he would have been able to sneak it in because
Hornquist just missed that.
We're gonna have a power play though for the Canadiens. 14:27 left here in the second period.
I wonder what happened to Russ there. He's a pretty cool customer, and Bill can let us know if he's not. I mean, I've never really seen Russ go that crazy. God.
Well, Gallagher.
And he went after the first white jersey he saw, which was I think 24 Daniel, right?
Yeah, I think that's him. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but God,
if Gallagher's on the ice, he's definitely gonna he's gonna put his 2 cents in if he can. That's for sure.
Dude, always. He knows all of us. It's all right.
Yep.
Don't take the wrong way, Sylvain. There you go. He's the type of guy that you want on your team. It's it's everybody, every team that's kind of in this, I think, has a guy, that you just can't stand.
Yeah, Gallagher has been actually going for years, and with broken hands, and I mean the guy's been like pretty banged up, and every time it's like he's small, he's gonna end something is gonna end his career at some point, and man, the guy's still there. I mean, still scoring 30 goals a year.
Yeah, still putting away. Yeah, he's a productive player in many ways. So.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, Bill, about some of these camera angles, especially this one here. Kind of looks like it looks like a drone. Although I will say that if they were able to get the camera a little more center and lower, it might be cool to see, but they're not going to do. They're not.
I almost feel like it needs to be back. I feel like you're losing the near side of the ice.
You are. mean, you're losing the whole corner.
But the thing is, it's cool watching them come up. I'll tell you one thing. Like I was thinking of, like because we were talking about this cam yesterday. I think I liked it during the shootout. Not that I'm a huge fan of the shootout, but the shootout was really cool because they were able to use that, follow the guy in, and zoom in. And it's only one thing, and it's in the center of the ice, so it worked.
So wait, did you? I don't remember seeing them from behind. They had just the regular center. Where did you watch the game? You watched the game on NBC Sports.
NBC Sports Washington, yeah.
But because
it was a local game, so it was NBC Sports Washington. I mean, but I had some replays that you didn't have. Remember?
Yeah, you did. But I thought they just take a global. They just take a global feed.
Maybe the NBC Sports Washington is like known for their production. I mean, they've done a really nice job down here. Like I said, like a lot of the NBC Sports networks, I guess, that are regional.
Yeah.
And they've won tons of like the Emmys and all that stuff and whatnot for sports and whatnot. So they actually, I think I can talk to Rob Carlin. I got to know him when Paige was having her heart issue, and Bernie knows Grant, so maybe Bernie can touch base with Grant. I'm curious if NBC Sports Washington had their own production and just had the feeds from, because they're an NBC affiliate. Maybe they were able to, produce the game the way they wanted to. They had all the cameras and they put it together how they wanted to.
Could be. Yeah, because it was different. You were seeing replays that I wasn't seeing on Fox Sports Florida.
Yeah, I had those 3 replays of that one altercation. Like I said, you're like, hey, where? I was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and you had the replays of the altercation, and I had replays of something totally different.
You're like that. I'm not seeing that. I was like, yeah. Nice hat, by the way, Sylvain. Nicely done.
Yeah, I like that, Sil.
Nicely done.
I wasn't going to break out my I have a Nordiques hat over there. I wasn't going to break it out until later. So I'm trying to have a different hat. Today's hat is NHL draft. I'm going to take it off. I'll get it closer to the camera. This was
which draft it was.
The first this is the first thing my wife, the first trip that we went on alone, first hockey trip. We had gone to a festival before that. This is the 2015 NHL draft down in South Florida. And it was we saw McDavid get drafted.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that was a pretty cool thing. And I mean, all the other kids that got drafted, that was a cool experience. And it was fun because the year before, I think the draft was in Jersey, or a couple of years before that, my pop got to go, and it was the first time he ever went. And it's a cool experience to see. We only stayed for the draft. Is not. Yeah, Matt Barzal was drafted. I have a picture of my wife watching Barzal get drafted. But going to the draft, I don't know if you guys have ever been. Going to the draft is cool for the pomp and circumstance, but it's really very boring. You're like sitting there for 10 minutes between watching, like the Edmonton Oilers like Connor McDavid. And everybody cheers, and then everything goes back to just little white noise in the arena while Connor gets his coat off and he walks to the stage, and then he does his interviews, and then
I just wouldn't go to a draft. It doesn't look that exciting unless you're getting drafted because you hit the lottery.
Well, we went for the first couple of picks. I think we watched the top. Well, we left right after Barzal, I think, went 13 that draft, and we were on our way out after that. And we just monitored the rest of it. It's cool to see. It is definitely, if it comes to your town, you don't pay for tickets. They have a sign up for tickets. If you have the opportunity to check it out, because it's free, and just because it's it's just a cool thing to say you saw, I think.
Well, I was supposed to go this year in Montreal, right?
Yeah, that's right, right.
And so
virtual. So we'll all be there.
We'll all be there with you. There you go. Brian will have us on deck. Sorry. They hopped on for their pick.
We're gonna have a 10-man. We'll have a 10-man watching together party.
Well, why not?
Yeah, for real, right?
My counter's clear. It's all right.
At that point, though, I might have to start just muting people around just so that it's not 10 voices over each other. But
we're all talking. What the blah 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 blah.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Let's get there.
It would take you back to being at the draft, man. It'd be like a lot of white noise, like
right. Let's see what we got here on the clock. 11:12. I'll let you know that the puck.
Oh, that's what happened. So Daniel looks like he grabbed somebody. Looked like he grabbed maybe Zucker 16, and then Russ came in and got him, and Daniel kind of turned around quick and almost like his helmet got him or something like that, and then freaking Russ went bonkers, dude.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
So we got Suzuki and Russ take the draw. It's on the ice now, and I'll get you synced up. It's 11:08, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 11 minutes on the clock. We are synced up. 1-0.
Yeah. Oops. Cool. It's funny. I'm streaming the game on my computer right now, right? I'm having a feed for Sportnet, which is at 11:12. In the back of me, I have the TV going with TVA Sports, which is like the French channel, and they're at 10:32 right now. So
you're right in the middle.
Exactly. I'm before and after, but
we got a penalty coming up on. We got a hook in the corner.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I think it's on 40.
The 40.
Yep. Bill's got a little thing in there. Yeah.
40 is Armia. Yep.
Kind of got his stick stuck in there. He kind of went to right on the hands. Yep, good call. And then it got hung up in his other hand.
All right, let's see here.
Montreal is already bad with their special units, and they're just getting all those penalties. Man, you know what? Way to go to win the series, right?
Special teams. You got to win special teams. Game 1, they were 6 of 7 on the penalty kill. Tonight, they are 2 of 2. Let's see if they can do it. Oh, puck goes out of the zone.
So they just used that camera again to come in for the faceoff, and it was further back that time. It's kind of weird. It's almost like they're bringing it closer to the ice as close as they can to catch what they want to catch.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool how it flies in. It catches the scoreboard and flies in. It's kind of cool look.
And they're cycling it around. The turnover tries to send it down the Sid.
Turnover. Rich would be proud.
I know my guys. I know what I can get away with. As long as Bill calls him Le Turnover, then I will call him Le Turnover.
It's fair enough. Fair enough.
120 left on this power play here. So, have you been to Videotron Center in Quebec?
I did. Actually, I went to see a hockey game. It was the Quebec Rampart, which is their team. And man, it's a nice looking arena.
It's my dream. I think I've told my
Price again. Oh, it's bouncing around. Where the hell? There it is. Price got it.
Oh, Price got it.
Oh, it's gonna break loose now. Price is not happy.
It's getting scrummy. I like it,
dude. Price got up and said, "If you don't get Hornquist, I'm gonna get him."
Yeah, for real. And now Nick Suzuki's standing over him.
He's like, "I'm saving you, dude. It's okay."
That's the same post that Vasilevsky was having trouble with this afternoon.
We're gonna call it the Vassy post now. That left post.
Yeah, the Vassy post.
That doesn't sound right. That sounds like some medical ointment or something. Right. At least you weren't drinking there, Brian. That's good, man. Everyone would. Look against it with the rabbit punches. Nice. Save your guy. What a save. Holy crap. What a play by Letourneau or Lethane, what you were calling. But, man, to pull that puck from behind him and get it on goal, that was ridiculous.
Yeah. Got 35 seconds left in the Penguins' power play. 9 minutes left in the period. Again, I'm not listening to the audio. I haven't listened to any of the audio from any of the games, so I can't tell you if it's easy to listen to or enjoyable. But I just watching the game, I'm for some of the games it's not obvious that there's no fans there. It's very easy to enjoy the game without the fans.
The third period for the Caps game, I watched not on the feed. I had dinner and watched it with the kiddo, and I mean it was really. I was entertained. I was into the game.
It's definitely entertaining.
I think people complain about that the first the exhibition games stuff like that, but now these games have gotten going. I mean, God, think about what you've had. You had Montreal winning overtime, then you had Colorado scored 1/10. I mean, you've had some good games today. You had a lot of scraps with Tampa, Washington. You've had this one's been good. I mean, the Carolina Ranger game the first day was really good. I thought. I mean, you've had some good games. I think you've had the one season. I mean, look at Vegas coming back and scoring 4 goals in the last 11, 12 minutes. I mean, you've had and what are we talking about? 3 days? I mean, we're not even in the playoffs yet, technically. I mean, we're It's qualifiers, but it's the playoffs. But we're not to the round of 16 yet either, which is crazy.
Well, imagine having a full roster also. I mean, most of those teams now had injured players like prior to COVID stopping.
Yeah,
Now they have for example, Montreal, Drouin was out and a few other players were out. I mean, not that he's making a difference now, but I mean, he's there as opposed to not. So players that you weren't expecting to see in the playoffs will be in the playoffs and have the occasion to make a difference to it. So that's also great.
We talked about that last night, Sylvain, with Seth Jones of Columbus is a big plus for Columbus, and it paid off. I mean, Columbus kept Toronto outside, kept their speed down, and Toronto got to the middle a time or two. Matthews had that really good one-timer in the second, I think, and beyond that, Columbus did a really good job of keeping outside. And you go against Werenski or Jones for 30 minutes a game, you're going to have a tough time getting in the middle, they're so good. And it goes back to your point, you wouldn't have had Jones if the playoffs started regular because he was out. So there's a lot of players in the NHL that another one we're watching tonight in Gensel. Gensel would have been playing. I mean, his shoulder, right? I mean, he was out, and they were saying maybe best case third or fourth round if the Pittsburgh Penguins made it that far. So, there's a lot of teams that benefited from the break there. And then you got to feel bad for poor Scheifele. I mean, and Line. I mean, Scheifele comes back, and first period he's out and didn't play today either. So,
right.
Both sides of the coin,
Trying to find. I saw something online last night about something Mike Milbury said about how awful this is and how horrible the game is in the bubble and all that stuff. And I completely disagree with him. He's a bozo, that guy. But
I mean, who would agree with Mike Milbury, anyways, right?
He said Ovi sucked till about 2017 or 18. Now he's the freaking Ovi fan club president. So it's all right. We heard about every game how Ovi doesn't do this and Ovi doesn't do that. And I'm like, dude, just be quiet. I was like,
Ovi's got the cup. He's doing just fine.
Oh, he became a big fan. Got probably 17 or 18. Man, everything started becoming positive right before they won the cup, and then he was a big fan then. So suddenly, I mean, he's collecting a paycheck. He's up there in Toronto calling the games, so it can't be that bad, can it? I'm sure he's got his direct deposit going. So
I'm sure he's very happy. Very happy.
I mean, he could go home. I'm sure they could find somebody else to do color. I mean, throw Eddie Olczyk up there or something like that. I mean, go ahead. There you
go. They'll rehire Don Cherry someday.
Once enough time passes, Grapes will be back. We saw Grapes last night. Grapes the cat, Jeff Ning's cat.
Yep. Don Cherry the cat showed up. And what was the other one? Toothpaste or toothbrush? Toothpaste, right?
No,
was it brush or paste?
I think it's toothbrush.
Who was on the feed last night? Let's get into it. What was the cat's damn name? Come on, where's Jeff?
Yeah, come on. Where's your Don? Do you remember that or? Oh
God, man, Letang's doing figure skating. He fell. He toe picked.
7:30 left here in the second period. 1-0 Penguins. Even though it's a low-scoring game, again, it's an exciting low-scoring playoff style game. You can feel the intensity. And let's see. Rich is on. He's on the way home from work. He's listening in, and now the turnover makes me reach for the tranquilizers. Maybe we can get Bill up on here. I'm sorry. Maybe we can get Rich or Bill or both. We can get him on here in the third period with us.
Hey Ron, look at your Stanley Cup banner in back of you. Makes me think that I'm actually waiting for actually one of the old timers for your organization to send me some stuff. Actually, Bob Sirois played for the Caps like a long time ago. Long time ago. And I had the chance actually to meet him with Sam. And I had bought like on eBay one of his cards and just went and he got it signed. He didn't like the signature, so right now I'm waiting. He's mailing me like a whole bunch of like pictures and things that he had from his career.
That's awesome.
So when I'm gonna receive them, I'll show them to you guys. I mean, yeah.
That'd be awesome. Yeah. He played here for a while. He was towards the early part of the franchise there. So we were talking about some of the older players last night. So of some different teams. So
that's what I'm going to look at. I was thinking about the Caps, like a Caps team around the time when I was like younger, and let's go to 1992, 93.
Peter Bondra.
Peter Bond.
Bond guy, dude.
Rod Langway.
Oh
Love
my!
that guy. Secretary of Defense, baby. There you go. That's what you get in DC. So it's a quarantine nickname.
Don Beaupre, Randy Burridge, Bob Carpenter, Paul Cavallini, Sylvain Cote, Byron Defoe. Oh, Scrappy again over here.
Hey,
Kevin-
you showed off. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you showed off Defoe's jersey last night.
I did.
We were talking about the '93 season. Remember?
Yes, sir, we were. Allied. This is the 92-93 roster. Iafredi, Kalle Johansson,
The
Keith
defense
Jones,
was crazy, dude.
Dmitry Kristich, Olaf Kolzig, Johan Olaf Kolzig. My dad used to call him because they had the.
That was a young Ole. That was a really young Ole.
Steve Konowalchuk, Rod Langway, Alan May, Kelly Miller, Michael Pavanka,
Pizza.
Oh God.
Rick Roch. God, dude, this is
Oh, did he catch him?
27.
Come across here.
Oh, it's starting.
Mate.
Oh yeah, this is good. See now, still, this is not to be taken the wrong way, but I really want Pittsburgh to win this. I want to see 5 games of this. If this
Look
is
at
what
Malcolm came in and freaking shoulder checked the dude's head in the boards. Man, Malcolm's doing all kinds of crazy shit.
he's ready to.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Until somebody complains, then
Joey Juneau, yeah, there you go. We talked about Joey and the botched penalty shot when Nevid won. Yeah, I got a Tavarachi jersey in my closet.
do you?
Didn't you guys
Another
like
number
that once?
31, man, just like Cujo.
What were you saying, Phil?
Didn't you guys? Didn't they have like Jim Carrey also that like half season wonder goalie?
The
That
net,
one actually.
yeah,
That was
net,
the jersey last night.
yep, the net detective.
Yeah.
That's what you were calling him. Oh, and then you just go 1 year later. Keith Acton, Tim Berglund, I know Enrico Ciccone. God, these names, like these guys, these are hockey players who played in the NHL. Joey Juneau, Kevin Kaminsky,
Yep.
Dimitri
Taylor,
Kristich.
I met Enrico Ciccone also. He's like he's
Did
on
you?
the radio here in Montreal.
Yeah, Ciccone was down in Tampa.
He got my son's Montreal jersey signed also.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Ciccone played in Tampa for a while, I think towards the end of his career.
Yeah, and he ended up in Montreal, but he like played 3 games and got injured. And we never saw him after that, but yeah.
So we got a Pittsburgh power play, by the way.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, God, almost. We got everybody.
Looking at, I'm trying to find trying to look at the Canadiens roster from back then too.
So while you're finding the Canadiens roster, man, dude, that Caps defense, I mean, at a point, the Caps had like Cote, Kevin Hatcher.
Yep.
Bill says Dino, yeah. But you had, Cote, Hatcher, you had a young Kalle Johansson, Iafredi.
Yep.
The
Big
Caps
Al.
had a few teams. I think there was 1 year we had 4 defensemen score over 20 goals. It was crazy. Yeah, I think it was Cote, Iafredi, probably, it wasn't Johansson. It's probably when we had Hatcher and whatchamacallit there. One of them, I'm forgetting, but the D core is ridiculous. I mean, it carried them. So. Ron, Iafredi's hair won me over. Well done, Rich. Yeah. I'm surprised. I was saying last night. I'm surprised Iafredi wasn't smoking a cigarette when he was shooting his slap shot. He won the hardest shot of the old wood stick too, shooting about 104.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Iafredi had that. He had some long mullet kind of throw, but he also had a helicopter landing pad on top of his head.
Yeah, he was bobbed a little bit.
His hair pattern was definitely empty on the top.
Yeah.
I found the. We got
a power play. We got another one.
5-on-3 here, and I found the 92-93 Canadiens roster. This is another one filled with just.
Here, look. Here. That comes from 92,
Holy
93.
crap, flip it around.
Wow.
My dad bought me that back in 93.
That's when I graduated high school.
And actually that's hanging in Sam's room right now.
That's
But
awesome.
that thing is like 30 years old.
Wow.
I got this on Amazon for $19.99. It was great. So there you go.
Yeah, 1992, 93. Yeah, you know what? We're nostalgic right here.
Sylvain, you gave him a reason to pull that thing out. That's the 3rd night in a row.
I got this at the gate. The night the banner went up. Very satisfying. I should just put it back here. Yeah, I should just put it right here. Here's
Yeah.
the problem, though. You know what's going to happen? If I hang this one on my backdrop, then I'm going to come down here one night, and my wife is going to have 4 Islanders banners up here also, and they're going to be looking at me right in the face. And it doesn't help that I was after an Islander either.
Oh boy, that's funny.
But then again, how many cups does the Rangers have? I mean, they only have one, right?
4 total.
Yeah, 4 total. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can just be like the Islanders. I mean, it's okay. If I hang the one from Montreal around here, I'm gonna see like 24 of them. The only thing is that they're all old. I mean, they're from the last century. So
yeah, they're like, well, so is the Rangers.
I think I've only been alive for maybe 2 Canadian Stanley Cups. I mean, that's and I'm getting up there, man. My knees tell me I'm old, so it's all right.
86 and 93.
I think so. Yeah.
For me, yeah. 5-on-3 here for the Penguins. Let's see if they can get another one in here. If Carey can save the day, he looks dialed in.
Oh.
I'll say, I mean, listen, they're losing right now, but we all know that Carey's been keeping them in the game, and I think he looks really good. I think, whoa, like he's moving side to side pretty well from what I'm seeing.
okay, the rests finally helped him with his knee. I mean, he's been having knee injuries for years, so.
Yeah. Listen,
and it's probably like
the game's very physically demanding right now too. So like I've mentioned this on the stream before. I don't know if I've shared it with you guys, but you know, when the pandemic started, I on so many different levels, I told my wife, this is our opportunity for us to like jump into the future and start to be a little, just change things around a little bit and make it a little more enjoyable. Now, imagine if a tournament like this was run like the NCAA, where 6 teams or 8 teams. Well, I mean, I guess it would be 6 teams would be in Florida, 6 teams could be in LA. They rotate around every year and do a tournament, you know, like this where it's 2 months in and out. Because I mean, it's a demanding schedule for these guys and their bodies, and it's head contact and injuries and what they're trying to do. I don't know. I don't know what the final equation is. I don't know if anything ends up changing in the long run, but I would definitely be open to something like this. And including the fans in it would just, you know, it would be huge. It would be so exciting.
Yeah, I think the only thing is, like I said, I mean, obviously, you know, you lose the home crowd, and I mean, and not that I'm talking about the crowd here, but I just think that I mean, it's cool. I mean, and to be honest with you, I mean, these guys play like this during the regular season, anyways. I mean, you look at the Cup playoffs; it's normally every other day. So, yeah,
he gets it, follows it up. I got that 90
revenue.
Yeah.
Well, they've been
sure
the teams wouldn't be making it like they do in the playoffs. The NHL would be making it.
Yeah. That oh my God, this 92-93 Canadiens roster: Jesse Belanger, Brian Bellows, Patrice Brisbois, Guy Carbonneau, JJ Daniel, Vinny Zampus, Eric Desjardins, Paul DiPietro, Mike Keane, John LeClaire, Kirk Muller, Lyle Odeline. God.
Lyle Odeline.
Jimmy Savard, Matthew Schneider, Brian Scrudman. Oh, God. These are the guys that I was real lucky, man. Like when the team would arrive if we brought them to the Garden or wherever we were bringing them, I was able to unpack their stick bag. That was pretty awesome to pull Mario's twigs out of the bag. It was a cool experience.
For sure. I mean, wow.
We are in a TV timeout right now. Oilers Blackhawks tonight, 10:30. We won't be streaming for that. Maybe we'll probably be on as the game is starting, but looking for Connor McDavid to kind of take the reins in that. He's got to. I don't think that, I mean, you're also kind of walking into a blitzkrieg having to play the Blackhawks, who have the Cups in the last decade. And even though Kane and Taves are 10 years older than they were at their first Cup, they're still juggernauts.
Well, I think they're even better now. I mean, those two guys, and I mean, plus you got DeBrincat, you got other players on that team now that are coming up, and I mean, Corey Crawford, honestly, in the exhibition game and the first game against Edmonton, I mean, he played awesome. I mean, so it's hard to bet against the team that's won 3 Cups. I mean, yeah, they're older, and I mean, maybe they're pulling together. Maybe they're that team that gets in and wins maybe around. I mean, who knows? I mean, all these teams are so close. It doesn't matter. I mean, that's the thing for me is I told my kid that she loves the Caps, but I told her, I was like, it might be quick once we get to the next round. I mean, it just depends on who you play and how that team came out of it. It's just, it's hard to say. I mean, this whole tournament, it's fun for a fan. It's just a crap shot overall. I mean, I love watching all the games, but we'll see what happens. So.
Well, I mean, of course, for the teams that are waiting for the ones to come out, the problem is that, for example, like Pittsburgh or Montreal in this case, or whatever team they played. So basically, they're on the eye of winning their series. They're on the eye of actually. They got their legs back and everything. I mean, you can train as much as you want, but what's the value like afterwards with a hockey game, right? I mean, so chances are that some of those teams that were in the actual tournament will have kind of an advantage on the other ones, knowing that they played and that basically they corrected stuff. And like, I mean, the guys are in game shape right now, as opposed to the other ones where you look at the exhibition games and you're there going like, okay, they're not, sync is not there, and actually like sync between players and of course the fact they haven't played a game in 6 months.
They haven't played in 6 months. Yeah, exactly. 2:30 right now. The clock is stopped.
I mean, I think that's the pro and all that stuff, like for the teams, but also coming out, like I said, I think you're gonna be like, taking a few more bumps and bruises than the other teams too. So unless there's a fluky injury, I mean, you look at the Caps today, and Carlson got dinged up in the exhibition. You get to game 1 of the round robin, and the Caps had the luxury of sitting a top 3 guy for the Norris Trophy. So,
sure.
And Tampa has the luxury of taking their time with Stamkos to make sure he's as close to 100% as they can.
Yep.
I mean, I think you put that in it, and yeah, you got to get your timing back and all that stuff, but. Maybe the bumps and bruises equal out. Maybe they don't. Maybe a team catches lightning in a bottle and can get by the first round, and maybe the second round it catches up, or maybe it doesn't catch up. I mean, who knows? But it's hard.
If you want, we can give you back Carl Alsner as well.
Huh?
If you want, we can give you back Carl Alsner as well.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. I met him a few times, but when you guys signed up for that contract, I'm like, what are y'all doing? I was like.
I think someone's wondering, what are you all doing?
He's a really good defenseman. He's a really nice guy. But I was like, I mean, his time here at the end of the Caps, I mean, we were kind of hoping he was going to come back, but maybe 1.5 million or something like that. And just, maybe a third line pair down here or something like that, put him in the right role. And then, God, he got that offer sheet or he got that contract. I'm like, good luck. I mean, hopefully he does all right, but I just didn't see it. I mean, he doesn't quite have the foot speed. And plus, like I said, I think Montreal was trying to slot him too high too. I mean, they were probably paying him like a 2-3 defender, and I'm like, he wasn't at the point when he got him.
Sure. 1:53 here. Puck is back on the ice. 52, 51.
He's one. Oh, sorry, good.
No, you're good. You're good.
He's one guy I wish was here for the Cup. That's a bummer because he was like part of that core group that had. Oh, Murray's looking for. He's squeezing. There's nothing to squeeze. So, but yeah, that was a bummer. So.
Oh, yep. You're a little ahead of me, huh?
Yeah, sorry. I don't even know how. I haven't even touched my remote. I don't know what the hell's happened.
We're at 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17.
All right, we're good now. Yeah.
Oh, that was a sneaky bounce out in front of Murray.
That was kind of weird. He had to kind of swat it out of there.
Yeah. Coming up on a minute.
12 shots.
I got to say, it was painful having to watch the game with Jeff last night, just knowing how much he loves his team and how frustrating it is to watch the Maple Leafs play. And then, watching that game in front of everybody is not exactly the easiest thing either. I felt for him. But it was still hockey on TV right now, and that's something for all of us to be happy about.
I mean, God, you have people on here, Brian, but he had guests in his house, man. He had people coming over knocking on the door. It was pretty impressive.
I know Jason Lyston went over there. I think Jason's going to come up.
Save.
Post? Oh, was that a save or a post?
That was a save. I think. What do you think, Still, man? Carey Price got that again. Then he came flying across to try to get there. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, again. Yeah.
All
Wow.
world. Keep him in the game.
Wow.
Wow. So you're telling me at the end of the second period, the score is the Pittsburgh Penguins 1, Carey Price 0.
I tell you, man, Carey Price is going to lead a rush and score a goal. We're going to go overtime.
Wow.
They're showing this save, but what about the first one? The first one was better.
Yeah.
Look at everybody's coming out, man. Go
Wow.
Carey.
Well, I'm going to I think we should I'm going to take a breather again here because this is I'm on the third of 3 for the day, so let's take a break for the intermission. We'll come back and we'll enjoy the third period. Maybe we'll get some more overtime tonight too. Sound good?
We're one bounce away, man, from a tied game. Bill doesn't want to hear that, man. Bill said close. We're close in many ways. Pittsburgh is close having the 2-0, so we'll see.
We'll see what we can do there.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to clear out the studio here. You can stay in the studio, obviously, and then we'll come back here for the. Let's see. What is it? 10:30? No, it's not 10:30 yet. Let me keep these stats up here for you to look at during the intermission. There's that. I'll throw this up there. It's Hockey Now Network. We're watching together. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching, I see you watching on Facebook and on Twitch. I really appreciate that. If you don't mind,
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
you definitely use the help on the subscriptions and likes and all of that stuff. Hockey Now Net is the social media handle for Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitter. We have Twitch. It's at Hockey Now Network. And YouTube, you just got to search for Hockey Now. I don't have a custom URL for that yet, but we're getting there. It's Hockey Now Network. We'll be back in just a few.
My daughter Dana fought a long battle with Crohn's disease before passing last year.
All right, here we are getting ready here for the third period. Penguins and Canadiens, 1-0 Pens right now. And we've got all the guys with us, Sylvan and Ron. And we're going to get a fresh dose of Slap Me, Silly Sydney.
Oh!
There he is. Look at that. 4 guys on the stream for the first time during watching together on Hockey Now Network. What's up, Bill?
Not much.
No?
Bill got the San Diego. Bill got a big Matt Murray save. Are we live or what's going on?
Wow. Big Matt Murray save. Clock has stopped 1946 when the
Let me know when you start.
yeah, when play resumes, we'll get a sync up point, so we're all kind of close together. Feeling a little bit better about this tonight, Bill, than I mean, I don't know. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. It's hard to think that you're too comfortable with it, especially since Pens had the lead the other night, and Canadians had the lead, and Pens were able to come back. So, wouldn't mind some more overtime tonight. So I've got 1935, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1930, and we are synced up.
Brian, he's got a Ranger hat on for you, buddy.
That's not just any Ranger hat, Ron. That's my Pop's Ranger hat, I believe.
That's awesome, dude.
Yep. He had,
It is.
Sam has one, and I have one. I can't remember. I think I might have bought. You know what? I think I bought those hats at Gary Cosby in Manhattan, and my dad had a big old noggin, so he never really was comfortable in hats. So he tried to wear that hat as long as he could, but I had mine, and then he had his, and I think he passed it on to Sam. But looks good on him, man. I love the flow, Sam.
Well, no one, and I remember that day when he actually looked at Sam and said, "No, what? Here was a souvenir." I'm sorry, that weekend where we went, and he's been going on to it ever since. So when he wants to have good luck into an hockey game that he's playing, he goes, "Hey, Dad, bring along Brad with us." So then I put on, and I just wear it, and then it goes back to where it belongs. And it's like kind of a protected area where no one can touch anything. I mean, it's like if I get close to it, he's gonna rip. He's gonna cut me in pieces. So I won't take that risk.
So, Rich, what's going on here? What's
I'm showing my carry price appreciation.
Okay, fair
So,
enough.
We've got the 2014 Olympic, our Olympic gold medal here.
Nice. Yeah.
Of course, we had to, pull that off. Now I'm getting better. Come on, Ron. I got you matched. By the way, Ron, we're gonna do banners 101. So I want you to count how many years are on that banner right there behind me.
I can't hear you. I can't.
2,
It's breaking up.
4,
The connection.
5 big fingers.
This is coming from a dude wearing red, white, and blue right now. I don't want to hear it.
Wait.
You match my banner. Seriously? Come on.
Oh my God.
Who wins here?
You're matching my banner, dude. I'm missing a good game. Come on.
All right. Yeah, we are missing a good game, Ron. You better pay attention to that banner back behind me. All right. And here we go. We got my 92 75th anniversary back to back. Stanley Cup. Wait, I got one more for you. Hold on. Let's pull this off. We got the greatest.
Is this PG-13?
Right here. The guy with the Phil Kessel tamer.
Rick Tockett.
Rick Tockett, baby. All right, I'm feeling spicy.
Blast.
Now, hang on, Rich. Is that why you weren't on right at the start of the puck drop? You had to go get dressed.
He was in wardrobe.
Dude, I don't get wardrobe. Crap, I've been on like 3 times. Yeah, I go dress my damn self. I don't even get powdered on the nose or anything.
Wow.
Brownie down here. Shit.
So, where are we at? I'm behind again. I got the worst speed here, you guys.
Brian, get your sync logo up. Come on.
Let me get everybody synced up here. We're coming up. Well, of course, now they're showing the promotion for the tournament pick'em.
Which logo is turning? That's what you need. Which logo is spinning?
I've got 16, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 16, 45.
All right.
Oh, all right, so you guys are about 20 seconds on me. Not bad. All right.
Well, the other night we knew that there was the goal before you, and you were you were.
I already knew. I spoke with Lebu.
What are you watching it on? Are you on what do you NBC or?
It's an NBC feed, but because it's like on digital television, it's okay.
I got a buddy of mine that works in TV here in the DC area. He does weather, and he has YouTube TV, and he's always about 30 seconds behind me. We're watching the Islander game the other day. I had to bite my tongue whenever they scored. I'm like, all right, we'll just keep talking.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube TV right now, actually. Too.
All right.
I just caught they had Leonard and Reeves on. I guess I missed all of that today, obviously at work. But
we're on Crosby's foot. Keeps going. Look at him go.
Yeah, he got. Yeah. I saw some of the highlights about what happened there, and then the press conferences for Reeves and Leonard afterwards.
Bill, what do you think of 58 tonight?
So far, so good. I mean, we got.
His conservative comment. Come on, Bill. Let him know how you really feel.
Rich is like, I came in like a storm, and Bill's like, it went from a tropical storm to like a rain cloud. It's
in all fairness, he seems like he's got it together tonight. So
yeah,
so far so good. Murray's looked sharp. I did catch a lot of highlights, and he seems like he's on this game tonight.
Both goalies played really well.
Yeah.
Both of them, obviously, Carey's kept the Canadiens in the game.
I saw the shot differential again.
Yeah, I thought Montreal had a push last game in the second period. And answered it, but tonight Montreal really hasn't had that push. I mean, they've had a few chances, but
not the push they had. What were you saying, Rich?
Yeah. And then I was talking about the shot differential, and I was listening to the game on the Pittsburgh radio broadcast. So I kind of had a sense that Price was on his game tonight. So I mean, he has been both games so far. So
he really has.
Price has been better tonight, I think, than he was the other night. I mean that end of that second period. I mean, he was making save. It was ridiculous. It should be about 3-4-0 probably.
Well, you tell me if this sounds crazy or not, but I listened to a lot of the broadcasts before the series started, and a lot of them were kind of talking about how, if it was a price of like 2014 or something like that, then maybe we'd be talking about, hey, the series could go either way. But they were talking about how overmatched Montreal was, and that Price would have to be that sort of price, and he's really not that price anymore. And I think he was listening. So
yeah. But those guys, I mean, it's the same for Hank. Hank made some saves when he needed to. He put some softballs in, but these guys are world caliber. And I will always refer back to Dominic Hasek, who didn't win his first Stanley Cup till he was 38, 39. And then he won another one when he was 42. Yeah. Like some of these athletes, they keep their bodies the right way, and they are just they just have the mentality. And Carey's one guy, Hank's another guy. I mean,
and you don't have the wear and tear on the goalie position either. Like I said, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a lot of stretching, but if you can condition yourself right, you can play. I think definitely. Ooh,
look at Luongo.
Yeah, yeah.
Bobby Lou playing high caliber. I mean, what did he? 43 or 42?
He was up there, yeah.
When he retired, I don't know if he hit 40 when he retired. I think he was he might have been 30.
Wait, was he at 40? I thought maybe, or
he was over the 40s.
Brian's finding it for you. Here you go.
He might have even been 41 or 42-ish ballpark. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong.
So right now he's 41 years old, and he left the Cats the year before. So
you're go,
yeah. I should have known. You're a Cats.
And he played all right, and he kept the Panthers in a lot of games himself as well.
Yeah, he did.
Another case of a team that can't build a defense.
They've had goal, and then they go off. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know what I truly believe that those guys are just like in their own right. I mean, if you look at all those names, all those guys, I mean, that won cups and that were able, or not even cups, that were able to dominate their sports. I mean, and being a goalie, I guess, is to me the actual hardest position, regardless. I mean, on your body and on your, because you don't have that like rest. You're gonna stay like what, 60 minutes there unless you're getting loud. But I mean, it's pretty much so. And a guy like Price, I mean, he's in his own league as well. So basically, he doesn't have a team in front of him. And if it wasn't for him tonight, then Montreal Canadiens would be 10 zilch, and that's it. I mean, it would have called it the end of mid-period.
For sure.
Walt agrees with it too.
He's a phenom.
And Walt's back from dinner, so if anybody cares. Yeah.
Hey, Walt, if you want to jump on, send me a message on Facebook. I'll send you the link. Let's test this out. See if we can get 10 guys back on.
Walt, more importantly, what'd you have for dinner?
Let's see if he gets back to it with that. Yeah, you know what? You're right. It's like goalie position is so much mental. It's so much preparation, and it's a lot of like if you watch a good goalie. Like I watched a lot of Marty Brodeur when he was young, and I was still in Jersey, and just the fluidity of his movements, and it's like the pendulum. He knew if he swung this way, he could swing this way. And
there's nothing wasted.
Yeah, nothing at all. Nothing at all.
A lot of control
but
too.
We'll say that.
Good.
We'll say that this guy had a huge defense in front of him as well, right? I mean, remember, he would get maybe 15 shots a game, and I mean, there were good shots all the time, but I mean, most of the time it would die by just Kevin, by Steven's hit or whoever was in front of him. Like they were like very, very well, definitely built. If you look at Patrick Waugh in the same era, I mean, the guy doing stopping 40 shots a night. I mean,
what a save!
While he was in Montreal.
Yep. It's true. I mean, Marty Brodeur, Patrick Waugh, and I don't think that. Whoa, another weird ricochet off a stanchion. We had another one of those.
Must be the ice, Brian.
It must be.
You haven't played the whole game. Come on.
And listen,
we're talking about
no disrespect to anybody that has. What were you saying, Bill? Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that the ice just having so many games on it.
I know.
Just at this point, even with Zambonis and as cold as you can make it, it's still going to be crap.
Yeah, they're going to take that off day, almost guaranteed. They'll take that off day in August 10th, and probably add another quarter-inch or half-inch ice on there. Maybe even strip down some of the ice and put some newer
back up.
Newer ice layers. I think that's what Jason was telling us about last night. What I was saying about the goalies, just because you win a Stanley Cup too as a goalie, that doesn't mean that you're in that league of guys that are. I mean, because Hank and Terry haven't won a cup. Didn't win a cup. What'd you say?
Yeah,
Anti-Miami.
Yeah,
I was going to say Chicago, right? Yeah,
Anti-Miami. I mean, like, verdict is out for Binnington, and I mean, Holtby's a great goalie, but I don't think he's quite at that level of that next level. Maybe I'm wrong on that though.
You know what? Out of nowhere.
For sure. He's, unfortunately, he was snake bitten with us. On two occasions there. It could have gone either way, those two series, those 2 years. Sure. I mean, it was just, when you talk about it, the cliche, a game of bounces, that was like beyond. Right. That was just insane. But, I mean, he kept his team in there, and he gave him an opportunity. And I would definitely call him I would give him the elite class as well, for sure. Vasilevsky, obviously, Hellebuck. But, I mean, we're talking about guys who've won the cup already in this standing. And it's a shame. Henrik definitely falls in that category, but, the guy never saw a cup so far. So
he was close, too. He was close against the Kings.
So you're putting like Hellebuck and Vasilevsky in the class with Price and Hank and –
I just think Holtby's a money goaltender, and when it comes down to it, playoffs, like he shows up. I mean, regular season, he's questionable.
But I mean, to be honest with you, he doesn't have to be great every night because they're scoring goals too. I mean, the Caps put the net. With that being said, it's another team like we were talking Toronto last night. They spend so much money on their top end talent. Their defense slacks, and you got to have goaltending. And you look what happened to Anderson last night, third period, about 2 minutes in. The arm in the pad, it's in the net. So it's Holtby, like I said. I mean, he shows up, and I mean, it's just he doesn't have to be great during the regular season, but he definitely shows up in the playoffs. I mean, and really the 3 series with the Penguins, 16, 17, 18. I really believe, like I said, I think I said the other day, it's like I felt like whoever won that series between the Caps and Penguins was the favorite going to the Cup. I mean, the two teams, those should have been the conference finals, and it would have been if we weren't in the format that we were in. So,
I said that in 16. Once we got past Washington, I said, I have no doubt that we're going all the way at this point. This is the hardest team we face, without a doubt. Yeah,
we had Wacko fans here when we beat you guys. Thought it was the Cup. I was like, dude, we got 2 more rounds, hopefully.
Right? No, I had the same feeling. I was like, they finally broke through. These guys are gonna freaking get it this year. I know it.
It was finally a relief. I mean, honestly, when we lost 2-0, you guys in that Game 7, I mean, we had some chances before it was when it was 1-0. We had some chances before you guys got that second goal. Right before it, we had a couple of chances, and it just went in and got it. Like the air went out of the building. It was just the same old. I mean, crap. Even in 18, you guys had we were up 2-0. Played a pretty good Game 1 in that second round, and then you guys scored 3 times in about 3.5 minutes or something like that.
That 17 run.
Like, here we go again.
Crazy. That was a freaky run. Let me tell you.
Sure was. Some good hockey, though. I mean, some great hockey.
Oh, yeah. I bit down to my nubs. Hey, we're gone.
What are you talking about?
Oh, man.
It happen, Ron. I honestly.
I don't know. I haven't known the playoff joy for the last 5 seasons now or something along those lines. So I'm jealous of you guys.
Phil doesn't even remember what the playoffs
were. Sylvain, I was 2010. I hated Halak. Oh man, I hated that guy with a passion.
You hated him.
We loved him in Montreal, and we hated Price, right? So I mean, let's put it that way.
we dropped 1,000 shots in that first round series, and somehow still lost because Boudreau wouldn't change the power play. We were like 2 for 41. We do the same thing now. Pass it to Ovi and hope it goes in. That's all we do.
Insane.
You know what I remember actually what I was doing the day they traded the lock away. We're like there's a city called Trois-Rivières, which is like, I don't know, an hour and a half away from Montreal, and they have an old jail. But I mean, it's like a 1700 jail that they use up until the start of the 80s to tell you how bad it was. And they get us into the dungeon. I mean, or where the isolation, so it's like pitch black in there. And all of a sudden, my phone vibrates. I pull out my pocket. It's like, fuck, they traded a lock.
Lock me up now. I'm done.
Be in here. I'm good.
here.
We got 9:05 clock here. 9:05 Pittsburgh Penguins 1, Habs 0. Let me get everybody synced up here and remind everybody, please.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Puck's down on the ice. We got 9:04, 3, 2, 1, 9 minutes, 59, 58, 57, 56, 8:55. We are synced up.
Montreal's gotten 7 shots in this period. They're almost, they're 5 off of doubling their whole total for the first 2.
Yeah, for real. I don't know. It just looks like Pittsburgh is figured out what they're going to have to do. And I don't even think Pittsburgh's playing as hard as they can. But
they have a way to sort of get into these 1-0 games. And it happened with the Ottawa series in 2017, right?
Yeah,
you know?
I remember that.
I said Fleury was the perfect goaltender to face against Washington. It was his pace. That's the kind of series he thrives in. And then the Ottawa one, it was almost like total opposite, you know. And Murray was a slow and steady guy to sort of settle everyone down and play these 1-0, you know, tight games.
If I recall, Ottawa wasn't even getting that many shots. I mean, what are they doing? Like 20 shots a game or 24?
Yeah.
24? I mean, they weren't even. It was like almost like a rocking chair down there. It
was.
What were you saying, Bill?
No, I was just going to say,
Yeah.
he was right. I don't think they even got that many shots off.
Yeah, that might have been a high night, 20 or 22. Yeah.
8:20 here. The puck's on the ice. And Carey covers it right back up. Tomorrow, I just want to remind everybody, tomorrow we're going to do 2 games. We'll start at 4 o'clock, Blue Jackets and Maple Leafs game 2. That's at 4 o'clock. And then tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, we'll jump on for the Canes and Rangers while I watch the Rangers fight and claw for anything they can do to not be completely embarrassed, swept out of the qualifying round, because that's pretty much what I'm prepared for, Rich. That's pretty much the way it's running right now.
I don't think it's going to happen.
What, that they'll win or they'll get swept out? You don't think they'll win?
No, I don't think they'll get swept out. Carolina looks good, but man, I don't think it'll be. I don't think it'll even. I think the Rangers, they know what they got to do. They know they came out flat, and they've definitely got to get some more traffic in Mrazek. So Carolina's really good at kind of boxing guys out of that slot area there. So it's funny because I said the same thing with this game, with the first game, where I said the shot's going to come from the point. It's just that type of that series, you know.
Sure.
Not getting much in front. I'm surprised.
Mrazek's been good for a smaller goaltender. Mrazek's been good. I love how he gets his glove out in front of him and makes it look bigger. It's not just about him coming to the top of the crease. It's also, if you watch Mrazek compared to a lot of goalies, he gets his gloves like out in front of him too, and it's like it just cuts more angle down, and it's like, I mean, it's great.
Just like holding it up, he's actually got his glove almost like forward and in front of him, and he takes away so much net, and his recovery is like so key. He recovers far better than like half of these goaltenders, and it allows him to make those secondary saves.
Totally. I mean, you see Murray. Murray keeps his hands at the side, and he brings his gloves up when a shot's coming. And like I said, a lot of guys do it like what Murray does, but like, I mean, it's crazy.
Oh, here we go.
That's
Ooh, a little flurry of activity there.
I thought Marleau was going to get one.
It's been a fun back and forth game. It hasn't been not interesting. It's just not been. They just haven't been very many goals. They haven't, both goals really well.
Weber was looking for that hit the whole way down the ice.
Bill, do you feel the Sherry, Gensel, Crosby chemistry isn't there? It's like they're trying to force it almost, maybe.
I'd rather see top line with Gensel and Crosby. That's just me. Sherry's good, but they need Sidney Crosby. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Crosby needs to not be the tallest player on that.
You almost need a Tyler Kennedy type of player on that line,
Yeah. See if the Canadiens can do something here.
What?
Oh, no. There's. See, right there. single plays can make such a difference. So Gallagher just now trying to play that puck behind the net. If he's able to play that and break free, I mean, that right there is a moment where they could turn it. But the Penguins are playing really solid defense.
I agree. They're playing well, especially. They're keeping everything on the boards. It looks a lot like what Columbus did last night, just smothered the Toronto and kept them outside.
Yep. And that was a fun game too, even though it was ultimately 2-0. Well, 1-0 with the empty netter, but it was a fun game to watch, even though.
It was a good game, and like I said, Toronto had some chances.
I think it looks like we might have.
Sound.
What's that?
Sound it. Zucker put it in.
Sorry,
I must be a few seconds ahead of you guys.
We're at 37, 36, 35, 34, 33. You're on regular cable, aren't you, Bill?
Yeah, I'm at 519, so I'm a bit back, but yeah,
I'm like, what is he talking about?
No, here it comes. Here it comes right here.
Oh, ring it.
Bill's typing. I know he's typing.
Wow. Carey is not happy about that, but there's not much he could have done about it. Wow.
That was a great pass. He waited at the right time. Put it right on the
play. That play. Who's eight? I don't know the route. Who's 8? Dumoulin. So Dumoulin made a play back in his own zone to kick that puck up to his stick, and that started the whole thing. One little play. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like especially in overtime in the playoffs, you can see a play that happens and you're like, yeah, a goal coming like right now. It's just one little play that is like such a finesse talent play that everything that happens from it is just leads to a goal.
It's just reading.
This game get chippy now?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Domi's out there. Oh yeah, there's some sticks that are definitely being slung around right here.
And I was just saying to myself earlier, like Zucker's been so quiet.
Yep.
And I don't know if you know, but Zucker didn't go to the post there to give Price a chance to get across. Zucker cut to the middle of the net and tipped it right in the middle of the ice. He didn't give Price a chance to come across and get the foot across. And that was.
And you never want to do that because they'll get the leg across.
I mean, it was almost like it was great by Dumoulin poking it up, Sheary kind of getting around the guy, and that was really cool to watch because he almost cut the pass off. Zucker did.
Yeah. There's nothing Carey could have done. Nothing.
And you know what? The guy's what, like 36 shots on him, like 34 saves. I mean, the offense needs to give him a break at some point.
And that's the hard part when you talk about a team like the Canadiens, talk about a team like the Rangers. You have a guy that can do it, so you need to go out and perform for him. Too many times there's.
They're doing looks like a 1-2-2 forecheck.
Yeah.
With Pittsburgh, so they're definitely all about the puck possession tonight, just keeping Montreal off of the puck. Period.
Yep.
What we got there? Was that a Bill? Was that a horn there? You got the horn fired up?
One from the NHL.com. I figured, put up my.
Are we getting a little party hard? A little Andrew WK after that?
Oh, that's a hold right there. I guess y'all still play that, right?
Yeah, they play. I really love that goal song. I love that they play that. I love it.
Pittsburgh's had some crazy goal songs.
I know.
Crazy. What was the Yager years? I think without Mario for a bit. Oh man, what was one of those funky dance songs that you see on dance hits, 90s dance hits? One of those infomercial CDs. Gotta work. What was that? Come on, Bill. You know what I'm talking about. It's that crazy song.
I do.
Bill's gonna zoom out the camera, start dancing for you in a second. Watch out. It's a great day for hockey, guys. Come on now.
Great day for hockey. Yeah, we didn't get any Mike Lang out of Bill.
Well, I think he was trying to type it and he realized there was no box down there probably in here.
Oh. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
That's it.
All right.
Music factory.
Rich is waving the finger. Sorry.
That's all right.
Mr. Slover, you need to say that name again. It's your friend.
Yeah,
There's your name, Brian. There's your name.
Go, Habs, go. Go, Habs, go. I got to balance it out. We got Ron in the neutral, me and the two Penguins fans here. So, Sil, I'm with you. I'm channeling Big Brad right now.
I'm in the middle of the screen here, too. So
I know you are.
Go,
Habs, go.
yeah.
Lebu.
Wait a minute. Okay. For a second, it looked like.
What Kanyemi?
He's been trying to say that name for like the last 3 days.
Coach
First of all,
Kaniemi.
He's been dying to say it. Dude, you need to show us the opposite view again. It's probably up there so you can just remember how to say it, right? It's like in front of you.
What's going on?
It's Yesperi. First name is Yesperi, Brian.
Hey,
What's that?
Pete.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Pete's here, man.
Yeah, Pete, you're gonna have to jump on with me tomorrow night for the Ranger game. We'll have to get a party in here for the all you guys jump in tomorrow night. Let's fill up the screen. We can do 10 guys here. Plus, it gives me a break. In all actuality, I love pushing the buttons. Bill, you know that. You know me from my radio stuff here in town. I like pushing the buttons as much as I like talking. So if there's 10 guys on screen, you guys do your thing. I'm just gonna sit here and play my graphics.
Yeah.
Let's see here if we can get an empty netter. I got let me get you synced up so where we're at here. I've got 137, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 130 on the clock. Empty net carries on the bench.
You should
And
put Price out there for a shift.
You send your best.
what's that?
You
So?
send your best player on the. You send your best player on the bench, and you get the guys that can score on ice. Great.
We need a Mighty Ducks Part 2 Goldberg situation where Julie the Cat Gaffney plays goal and we get Goldberg out there as a skater. Why not?
Why can't you throw Price out there and just throw him down there in front of Murray? He can hang out. That'd be great.
Yeah. Man. Wow. They have not disappointed this series. Very exciting. Very exciting. I don't know what my
That went off the stick and off the pad. God.
Yeah.
Carey Price is like, would you all score?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Sorry.
Can you please? You got a timeout here for Montreal.
And you know what?
Come on.
The worst part is that we traded away Sergachev for that number 92 that's supposed to score, right?
Yeah, really. And what has he done? We were talking about him last night, Jonathan Drouin. What a letdown.
He blew a penalty shot on the bad ice.
No, okay, it's a replay. Sorry.
He's getting fired up. I don't know what game
It's
still
okay. No,
He's watching some junior game or something on rerun.
You know what? I mean, I see Drouin being a guy that
Bill's
he's
watching.
not.
I'm going to hold my hand over Bill so I can't see. Sorry.
To me, that guy Phil Kessel, where you're gonna have it like around, like a good complementary player, but go-to guy.
Yeah, not go-to, which is a disappointment because he was so highly touted. All right,
Yeah, but again, I mean, whenever you have a guy that starts his career by saying you're going back to the minors and he goes back instead.
Yeah.
I mean, right there. I mean, it's like, buddy, you know what? Those guys have been in the league for long.
Yep, that's it. Talked about in Tampa a lot, but Tampa didn't really do him very much. Like you were saying, they sent him to the minors. They didn't really do him very much benefit in his development. All right, 55 seconds and the clock's running. Out of the zone here. Petrie's back to chase.
We need to fold this inside out here. And get a bit of mojo.
Wow.
A little playoff mojo going. Keep that fuck out of the net.
He's going to start putting other jerseys on. He's going to start putting socks on.
Rich, we already know that either way you're going to be a winner tonight because you're good either way.
Dude, that's the way to go. You put on both hats. I mean, you're done, dude. You're good.
Yeah. And the flip down, no, that'll be an icing. 18.9 seconds. Well, while I have a quick second, I want to just remind everybody tomorrow we'll be on the stream at 4 o'clock for the Jackets game, Jackets and Leafs. That's a 1-0 series lead for Columbus. And then we'll be up for 8 o'clock tomorrow night. The Rangers will be fighting for their lives. Carolina's leading their series 2-0. We'll do that at 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
Hey, so Brian, wouldn't you agree like the first team eliminated from the playoffs, like by day should get the first pick, right? I mean,
I love that idea, especially at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock tomorrow night. I love that idea. I don't have very much confidence.
All right. You guys want the mic?
Empty netter, by the way.
Let me get my sound effect to finish here.
Peter's a big fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has just left the building.
Oh, he's been look at that. Did you record that, Brian, so you can use it next time if Bill's not on here? We don't
Got it.
That boy.
Oh, man. Well,
you have to have Bill call you with like sound bites. And playing for any game.
Oh, man. Well, let's see if it's scrappy here on the way out.
There's a little shoulder there. Yeah, there's
shoving. All right, collecting in the corner.
We'll just
my boy, Kokaniemi's right in there.
He was looking for a reason to say the name.
I'm always looking for a reason. Always.
Bill.
He was saying that name during the Tampa Caps game. I'm like, dude, he's not even playing.
Wow. Well, so we've got an even series. Let's get 5 out of these teams. Let's get 5.
Yeah.
Next game for this series is game 3 is Wednesday night at 8 p.m. and we're going to do that game too. So I'd love you guys to all come back for Wednesday night if we can line that up, and we'll have game 3 8 o'clock at any point in the night.
Carey Price is going to go hire a lawyer in the bubble. That's what he's going to do.
Yeah, right. Edmonton's up 2-0. They just switched the game over.
Wow, 2-0 already.
Watch, we got to get on that.
Let's see.
Don't
all right,
forget
Bill. There's a big smile on Letang's face. So rest easy tonight, my friend.
Rich, what happened to Jari? I thought Jari was the man, dude.
Hey, I would have put him in. I think he's the right guy to go to. But, I mean, honestly, Sullivan loves Murray. I mean, this is the guy that he coached, down on the farm. So
he's got his numbers on your banner behind you. So, I mean.
Yes, it is. I got it.
Yeah, I gave your banner a shout out. That's all right.
So in this game, I don't know if you guys saw the scoreline, but Connor McDavid has 2 goals already. Yep, here we go. I got it right here. Let me screen share it for everybody. We can take a look at it before we part for the night. Let me throw that up there. Here we go. We got tangled up going into the zone. Then, left alone in front.
One timed it, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's all he needs. That's all he needs to score a goal.
That's not who you leave alone in front, man. Somebody needs to tell Chicago that.
That's it. Look at the replay here.
What a hockey player.
I'm going to take this off because the last time I ran that, I'm going to remove that. Last time I ran a Sportsnet clip, I got taken off of YouTube. And as cool as that is, I'm not trying to ruffle feathers right now.
Probably not a good idea.
Probably not a good idea at all. But nonetheless, guys, I think that is going to draw an end to this stream.
Good taking a nap, Brian. There you go.
Yeah, enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Sil, we've been waiting a long time to have another time to hang out, and I'm glad to have you here. Hopefully Wednesday night.
We'll find.
Yeah, and beyond that, and it doesn't have
tomorrow
to.
Night. Who knows? I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to have everybody watching the Rangers and consoling me, and bring your tissues to blot up my tears.
You know what? I'll do it. I'll do it for the GM up in the skies. That's the only reason why I would watch that game.
Thank you.
Alan said another good night of hockey. There you go. Well,
yeah, Alan. Also, by the way, Alan's a Blackhawk fan. That Wednesday night, we're going to do Edmonton, Chicago. We're going to roll right from Pittsburgh, Montreal into Edmonton, Chicago. So I want to make sure I do that series at some point, and we're going to do that on Wednesday night. So, Alan, if you're around, you got to jump in with us as well. So, guys, I appreciate it. Ron, the best co-host I didn't realize I needed, and I appreciate you being on with me.
You see, and I paid him to say that, so that's good.
I got a cool deal here. He pays me. I don't have to pay him. That's a great deal. So, Bill, it's good to see you, man. I thought I'd be able to see you at Earth Day Birthday this year, and then there was no Earth Day Birthday this year, so we didn't get to have our yearly hangout. But it's good to see you, and thanks for jumping on.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, so good meeting you, bud. There you go.
And then Rich, flip flop.
Rich, shut up, man.
Yager salute. I will see you again.
Yes, you will.
Hey, Brian, got a goal. Kaner, man, 2-1.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I'm watching this now.
Patty Kane.
This will be a good one. I'm going to put my feet up and watch it on the couch for a little bit.
Enjoy. Good seeing you guys.
Yeah.
You too, guys. Thanks, Rich. Bill, thank you very much. Ron, Sil, it's always great to see you, man. Guys, really appreciate you. Appreciate you at home watching. I appreciate the support. I mean, you know how much I love the sport, how much I love doing this and hanging out with you and all the other things. So I really appreciate your support, your likes, and your comments. Right, Andrew?
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
So if you can do that, and if you got a second and you have a YouTube account, go to the YouTube account and like that for me, and go to the Twitch account and like that. Don Money created a Twitch channel, a Twitch login, just to be able to like the channel and watch it. It was a more secure stream today. So thanks, Don, for doing that. And thank you guys all. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 4 for Jackets Leafs. Until then, enjoy yourselves. Have a good night. Thanks for watching together with Hockey Now Network.